Being oppressed, cursed for breaking the Deuteronomic codes. Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68. Read that. Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. Read that.
Everybody's against the black man, but everybody wanna be us, man. Cream of the planet. Asiatic.
Our time come soon. We've been oppressed too long. Taunting me and my people till our lives are gone. Our time come soon. We've been oppressed too long. Taunting me and my people till our lives are gone. Shaklack, shaklack, shaklack. Guns are blazing. Bodies are laying every day on ghetto pavements. Girls molested by wicked men that their mothers trust to raise them. My first thought is to grab that thing and erase these abased men. But I realize I can't just kill lives that are products of European enslavement. Now many minds are like Frankenstein that are Willie Lynch related. See, some of us has never escaped it. We gotta do what it takes to break it. You say I hate them because they are rapists. Well, I hate the results of our ancestors being locked to mate in cages. I'm preparing for our engagement, this war against the children of Satan, patiently awaiting on Christ's return for this war of Armageddon. As stated in the 19th chapter of Revelations, our morals are merely disintegrate. We now walk the earth lost in space. My talk and thoughts won't make things safe because the truth often agitate. My destiny within the breath in me is to erase black self-hate. Don't call me a racist because I pinpoint hate and because I love to embrace my race. I belong to a nation that seems to have fallen within the abyss of the generation since being made slaves in former days by out of the cave Caucasians. Now my people really believe that a fake white Christ is coming back to save them. I see false prophets soul searching in New York subway station. Christ be black like me, so can you actually please tell me why you're all hating? If you research, you will see that this is factual information. Because the truth I speak, you say, tell the docs are racist. I hate them. Damn, you black and Latino people are so amazing. Looks like only Yeshua can come back to save some. Get your mind right, kings. Get your mind right, man. Face this war, get ready for this war. Armageddon, there's a war on blacks, man. Our time come soon. We've been oppressed too long. Taunting me and my people till our lives are gone. Our time come soon. We've been oppressed too long. Taunting me and my people till our lives are gone. I'm far from perfect, but striving to be Christ-like. So perhaps I can make a difference within our thugs' life. Leaders, preachers, and teachers give them false perception that mentally maim. They're drowning in the pool of deception and corruption in these last days. They have no map, plan, and hopelessly cased to ever escape this ghetto maze. Slow down, little homie, pump your brakes. Because too many black men are rushing to early graves. Too many still live in mental caves. Others slip through the cracks, then forget about their race. But I have a master plan straight from the Creator that will lift up the entire nation like an elevator. We're just pawns in the games, the real players hate us. They love white knights, white queens, that's cool. Like a chess game, my people, they study our every move. Use your freedom of speech to teach, they might move on you. If you attempt to spark dark minds with your Jews, I'm not trying to make your thoughts mine, cause that's not cool. But you can't lose with the stuff that I use. I give birth to thoughts that break the curse. In 9 months, these dead minds I unearth. Born again, I teach them to love each other first. This promotes both mental and spiritual elevation. We need to stand up now to unite as a nation. Demand reparations for all the days that they enslaved us. They say you people just need to learn to exercise patience. It's been over 100 years and we're still waiting. He sighs and looks up in disbelief. The commandant
in chief has no love for we. He's supposed to rule the earth justly, but I see death around the corner and hell up in Harlem, B. Don't go to Ethiopia, can't you see? We got starving children right here on our city streets. This country really don't have no love for us. Is it possible to love whom you cannot trust? Things have to change, it is a must. After what was done to us, we've been beaten and shot for reaching for ID. Pay the police salaries to brutalize and murder me. Every city in America seems to be that the beast mentality is a monopoly.
Our time come soon. We've been oppressed too long. Taunting me and my people till our lives are gone. Our time come soon. We've been oppressed too long. Taunting me and my people till our lives are gone. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Welcome to another episode of the True Disciples of Christ Bible Study. I'm going to go live on TikTok as well. Everyone that's supposed to be here is here already. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I'm about to extirpate a lot of people from my life, just like I did in 2015. By the way, we are live on Rumble. I would highly suggest those that's tuning in to tune in over on Rumble because it may shut down on YouTube if things get hot. Before we get started, can we ask one of the good Akim to read something from the Torah?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, Deborim, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahuwah, thy supreme Elohim, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Yahuwah, thy supreme Elohim, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahuwah, thy supreme Elohim. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. Yahuwah shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. Yahuwah shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which Yahuwah thy supreme Elohim giveth thee. Yahuwah shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahuwah thy supreme Elohim, and walk in his ways. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of Yahuwah, and they shall be afraid of thee. And Yahuwah shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and the fruit of thy ground, and in the land which Yahuwah sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Yahuwah shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And Yahuwah shall make thee the head and not the tail. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahuwah, that supreme Elohim, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them.
Talk. So tonight's topic, very interesting one. Why men and women are so angry in the dating and relationship arena. Let me go ahead and go live on TikTok. The question is, why are men and women so angry in the dating and relationship arena? Why do you think that is? My analogy is this, for which women do not want to assume responsibility, but we're going to force it on you. We're going to force you to accept your responsibility. And the responsibility is that you're responsible for rearing 75 to 80% of these children, both male and females.
if the children are being reared with these anger issues, who's responsible? You are. Oftentimes, you and many women don't want to accept this fact. It is a fact. It's an undisputable fact that you're rearing 90% of these children because 90% of custody cases are awarded to the female. You understand? So you're gonna have to assume some responsibility here. How's it going, young ladies?
Hello.
Shalom. How's it going?
Good.
So, where are you guys tuning in from? England. Beautiful, beautiful. Right. So, what was your question? How am I? Is that what you said? Well, I'm good. I'm always good. Even when things are bad, I'm good. What about yourself?
Amazing.
Amazing. That's good. That's outstanding, in fact. So let's talk a little about our topic. You actually happen to tune into a topic. The topic is the reason that there's so many relationship issues in today's society is that both men and women are being reared by primarily single parents. I don't know about in England, but in the United States, 90% of custody cases are awarded to a single parent, who's typically the female. So I'm not sure if you guys are of age to be able to answer on this question. Why do you think that when relationships come to an end, many females do not like to have the involvement of the father in the child's life if the father becomes involved with another female? Hi, shalom. Shalom, mashamcha.
How are you guys?
Tawab.
I'm great. I'm sorry I don't speak English, so bye.
She's speaking English pretty good. That was she was speaking English pretty good. She said, "I'm sorry, I don't speak English, so bye." Wow. So I was saying that, and what do you guys think about the this? It's pretty much a paradigm that's actually being pushed by society. That in the event of a divorce, the single mother is typically awarded custody of the children 90% of the time, at least in the United States. And so as a result of that, children, both men and women, are being reared with anger issues. So they go into relationships that become toxic because they're bringing these things from their childhood. So the absence of a father, society knows this, right? Are you aware that statistic? What was that?
Relationships toxic anyway, so you're not getting cheated on.
I don't understand what you're saying. Translate.
Basically, all relationships are toxic.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
No, but there is, because there's always going to be a bit of toxic here.
No. Define toxic.
I don't have to. You will just know.
No, define toxic. See, I believe you're misusing the word. All relationships aren't toxic. So is the relationship between you and I toxic right now?
No, because I don't know you properly.
But it's a relationship. Any kind of interaction is a relationship. You understand that? When you look at the antiquity and the etymology of the word usage, most people do not use words appropriately. They just regurgitate what they've heard from someone else, but they literally don't know the true meaning of the word. So we're engaging in a relationship right now. You don't have to know me to have a relationship. It's an interaction.
Yeah.
I'm relating to you, you're relating to me. So all relationships are not toxic. There's some healthy relationships, but the reason that you would actually say something like that, it probably means that you're kind of fitting in that circle somewhere, because you're not very optimistic by stating something like that. You're not very optimistic stating something like that. I'm sorry, I can't find the humor in that.
I'm trying to talk.
Okay, well, I mean,
let me talk. I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
Okay, you will talk when I'm done. Well, I mean, if you don't like it, you're entitled to leave. You're not entitled to be here. Shalom. Have a nice day. That's the way it goes. You don't come over here and run things. Okay, so back to the topic here. two young Edomites stating all relationships are toxic. See, that's the problem right there, and that's what I'm talking about. They looked at pretty young, so we're the parents, like supervising them. You know, to say something like all relationships are toxic, that's a negative outlook, right? That means any kind of relationship, student, teacher, whatever, is a toxic relationship. There's nothing further from the truth. So basically, there's no hope in being with a female like that, despite how she might look, right? Because her outlook is already negative. You guys understand where I'm coming from, Fernando? If she already has a belief that all relationships are toxic, why would a guy get involved with her?
Correct.
You guys should be able to tell me, because obviously you guys get involved with women like that. Why, if she believes, how could you have a healthy relationship with someone that believes that all relationships are toxic?
Well, you can't.
You can't. Because so from the inception of that relationship is destined to fail. From the inception of dealing with someone like that.
Yep.
Because there's such a negative outlook there.
You guys are planned for failure as well. If she's already thinking about that, she already got like a backup plan or something that if something goes wrong, she's gonna do this. She already got a plan B going on.
So what we think, right? What we think consciously is actually literally going into our subconscious mind. And whether we act upon it then, later on, subconsciously we act that out. See, we're utterly unaware of what we're actually subconsciously doing. But what's projected into us consciously, it stays in the subconscious, and then later we act it out. I mean, it's, you know, it's almost to a point that, wow, man, this is, wow. This is amazing, man. Shalom, man. Oh, don't run away. Come back, mate. Yeah. They like to come from England. Yeah. Get back on the platform. Yeah, they like to come from England, huh? I'm mostly, I notice when I'm mostly talking to her here is foreigners. So, get back to the subject matter. Someone's trying to tune in, but it's buffering. I don't know if that's Carefoot or someone else, but they're trying to tune in. And I, Nicholas Carefoot, if you're going to come on, come. Now, there's something that she mentioned that I would like to bring up, that I was thinking to myself earlier. I can no longer surround myself with people that I need to be defensive around. And what I mean by that, if I need to go into a defense mechanism because I got to be concerned about you doing something that's going to be negative or may reflect negatively on me, I'm not comfortable with that kind of interaction. And, you know, the problem with a lot of people, especially people that's been around me for a minute, you're afraid of struggle. You're afraid of the unknown. You always want to run to someone else for comfort. There's been some of you that's actually been challenged with commercial presentments, and when you can't handle it, first thing you do is call me. I never ran from struggle. Because who in the heck would I run to? Me?
Facts.
Because nobody ever had my back. I mean, everyone can't say that because a lot of you, you know, you get on the pity party and you run to mom. Because dad wasn't there, so you run to mom. Oh, mom, can you help me? When things get tough, you run. I didn't have that luxury. So I never ran from struggle or anyone or anything. And who am I going to run to? Tazadar? I'm already me. So I face it. I face adversity. And this is the other conclusion that I come to, Carefoot. If I continue to spend my time, spend my days, my hours, my minutes, talking to someone that doesn't have anything to offer me in return, or waste my time talking to someone that's not going anywhere, that's not compensating me with anything, What am I going to get from that interaction? Nothing. They're going to benefit everything. So this channel right here is going to be different henceforth. I'm going to market the channel. I'm going to put some money behind it. When it gets real popular, all the people that, is in the background, because I know how people do, man. They like to chase fame. They like to chase spotlights. So I got to start to ask myself, these people around me, what are they offering me? See, a relationship is supposed to be a give-take, transaction, not give. And I always find myself always giving. Ain't nobody never give me nothing for free. Some people have given a damn donation, and then when they need something, it tells out, remember I gave you that donation? Hold on, I thought you was giving. No, man, I can't be involved in those kind of relationships. If I waste my time talking to someone that is not going nowhere, what am I getting from that transaction, Kerfoot?
Nada, zip.
So it's done. That's where I'm at from today forth, man. I'm no longer going to try and convince people, oh, yeah, get the books. You don't want to do it, then so damn, whoopee damn do. I'm going to hit you with something. I want to tell you guys to give me 90 days, and I'm going to triple the amount of TikTok and Instagram followers. I'm going to triple my sales of the products and books. You got to remember I said this. Taza Doc, so you know who said it. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to push the prices up. Liberate the Oppressed is not going to be $650 anymore. It's going to be $1,000. Because you know what? Then I'm going to stop teaching commerce and focus completely on music. And so then to talk to me for a phone coaching consultation is going to cost you $2,000. And you got to remember I said that. Because I'm looking to be a millionaire. And the only thing that's getting in my way is me. And those people that's around me that's not offering me anything in return. So, I mean, if you're not offering me anything in return, guess who's benefiting? You, not me. I'm exhausted with being the go-to guy that never gets anything in return. It's always given. And then half of you come over, you won't even give a $20, $30 donation. Some of the videos, you go back and look at some of these videos, they're like gold mines, man. Then you want to ask me which video? Oh, come on, man. So that's where I'm at right now, y'all. You're going to see the change. Come tell the doc's not sending me the link anymore. Because I'm allergic to broke, that's why. Some of y'all come around, I start them itching. Give me the hives. You ain't got nothing in your pockets. You want something to hand out. Go on that now, man. I advise you to do the same thing. Why are you wasting your day talking to someone that's not going nowhere? You're going to be right there with them. Understand that. You're going to be right there with them. You're not going nowhere.
I said I was having an abortion. Says you fight, nigga, you my baby daddy. I want all your money. I want child support. Nigga, you bought dog.
What? Did you do that?
Yeah. Yo, go ahead and laugh. That's what's coming to you, Benaiah.
I said I was having an abortion. Says you fight, nigga, you my baby daddy. I want all your money. I want child support. Nigga, you bought dog.
That's what's coming to you, baby. Yeah.
I said I was having an abortion. Says you fight, nigga, you my baby daddy. I want all your money. I want child support. Nigga, you bought dog.
You know, boy, you my baby daddy. I want all your money. N-word, you messed up. One more time, man.
I said I was having an abortion. Says you fight, nigga, you my baby daddy. I want all your money. I want child support. Nigga, you bought dog.
What it's coming down to, baby? That's how they've been reared. Now understand that. They've been reared to be that way. Their mindset is that way. I'm telling you, a lot of these women, if they see that you're a successful dude, they set up for JJ traps. Now you can like that, understand it, believe it or not, man. And guess what? You won't even be her main dude. She will go into a thing with you and you're dumb enough to marry her and she's planning a divorce 2 years out.
Damn.
Planning it. Some of you simpletons are still stupid enough in 2023 to get married. Now let's talk about these anger issues, man. Why are people in this age, man, so angry? Listen, Taza Doc, you're angry and you're arrogant. No, you're mistaking passion and confidence with anger and arrogance. You know what I told you? You're mistaking passion and confidence with anger and arrogance. I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident. I'm not angry, I'm just passionate. You would know if I were angry, I'd knock you out, man. I'm not angry, I'm just trying to teach you, man. Praise be the Most High, I'm still teaching, man. Because they made me a mercenary when I was in the military. You don't want to see that, Tyler Doc. Because you wouldn't even see me coming, You wouldn't even see me coming. It was kind of like a shadow. You don't hear a shadow coming. That's how we was taught to move. Bad boys really do move in silence. The element of surprise. Man. So why so many anger issues? Why is there so many angry people? And I contend is this. And you guys are not going to like this, but it's the truth, right? Truth needs no apology. The reason that men and women today are so angry, the woman's against the man's against the woman, I contend is because of the parenting. The parenting has failed. Now, I have a rhetorical question. Who's responsible for raising most of these children? Don't answer it. It's rhetorical. Who's responsible for raising most of the children? Who's rewarded 90% of custody cases? Don't answer it. It's rhetorical. Who hates to assume responsibility even when they're wrong in a relationship? Who's the first, 75% of the time, who's the first to file for a divorce? These are rhetorical questions that we all know the answer to, and society knows it. If we know it, society damn sure knows the answer to it. Someone give me Jeremiah 31 and 22. Not that Jeremiah in Chicago that liked to floss a lot. He better start. I understand he worked the shift he worked. Most I got an eye on you. Jeremiah 31 and 22. Anyone that's not mad, I guess you could read, man. Oh, y'all get me. Who you talking? I know N-word's not talking to me. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Got in the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahuwah hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
That means a woman will overcome the man. What'd she say?
I said I was having an abortion. Shit, you fight, nigga, you my baby daddy. I want all your money. I want child support. Nigga, you bought dog.
She's letting you know right there, a woman shall compass a man. A woman's going to overrule the man. They're saying now that women are doing better in school than men. I don't know what that goes to say. They said there's more women going to college than men. I don't know what that goes to say either. See, I don't buy into the statistics. This is what I learned when I went to college. If they put every damn thing in a college book that we need to know to be successful and where we want to be in life, the professor wouldn't be a damn professor at college. He would be a millionaire. You understand what I'm saying? That's how my mind works. You see? So I laugh at all of you that's pushing, oh yeah, so-and-so's going to go to college. Well, what be damn do? You know how many college students out here is begging to get their student loan in deferment? I'm not advocating not to go to college, but more than likely when you go to college, they're teaching you to be a consumer. You're going to get a job, right? More than likely, you're going to get a job and not a business. Most of the time, you go and get a job to work for someone. And whoever you work for, they own you primarily. You spend more time with them than you do your family. Compensate the travel time and all of that. Because you're at work most of the day, then you go home, might have a couple hours to kick back and relax. Got to eat, watch something, then it's time to go to bed and get up and do it again 5 days a week. You want to do overtime, you can double that for some people. You don't have any time for a relationship and family. That's how they want you. Oh, just put in a little overtime. Or they might put you on salary, give you more responsibilities, and you still make the same amount. You're a damn slave, man. Admit it. 16 years I've been trying to teach you to be an entrepreneur. How many of you doing it? Not very many. You don't believe in yourself. You live after fear. Like I said, man, I didn't have the option. I don't have the luxury of being depressed. A lot of you depressed. Oh, damn, man. You just don't know how bad. Nigga, shut up. I didn't have that luxury. I did not have time to be depressed because I would have been homeless, and I was at one point. I got to pay the damn bills. A lot of you, if you're depressed, I don't have empathy for you, man, because the way I came up, you don't have time to be depressed. You'll be on the damn carb. So stop feeling sorry for your damn self and get off of the pity party. Stand up and be men again. Stop catering to women, man, acting like she's some prize. I want you men to really think, what are you going to get out of that transaction? What is she really offering you, man? What happens when you get accustomed to the SEX? What's she offering you? Challenging, discontentment? Where's the modesty? Some box? And you can't even get that 30 days a month unless you're a dirty dog. What is she really offering you? It's you that's going to put everything on the table.
Yep.
Unless you've been taught how to be a man. So the Most High say, how long will thou go, O backsliding daughter? For Yahuwah has put a new thing in the earth. A woman shall rise above the man. That's what society, this is prophetic. This is why the women are behaving. See, I sit back and I understand why they're doing it. And I understand they're going to get judgment for that. They don't understand it because most Eves, let's face it, most Eves don't believe in the Bible. They wouldn't be on here confronting us, men of the Most High, like they do. They would have a fair, but they don't believe that. Like the woman that came on last night into her damn crystals. Come on, man. Another witch. That's all that is. How much you healing? You healing people, but you almost died. That's not an oxy damn moron. I don't know what it is.
Oh, man.
And don't believe in the Most High. Notice that these witches, man, when they take on these crystals, they don't believe in the Most High. Well, I don't see you amongst the circles. I said, what circles? She can't give me a name. You see?
Oh, yeah.
You know, drug addicts worship crystals. If you think about it, it's the same thing. So the fact is that you ask them, like, what are you praying to when you use that rock? And they can't give you a solid answer. And they talk to it like it was now. I mean, that is idolatry. That is paganism. And when you present that information to them, they get really upset. And it's upsetting to them because, you know, a lot of women today, they're into witchcraft, man. Tarot cards.
Well, let's not use the word woman. Let's not use the word woman because we're on TikTok. Use the word Eve or something like that. That's a trigger word.
Oh, men too. You're right.
Let's not even use the word men. Just use the word Eve or something like that.
Eve and some Adams, man. They're into it. A lot of people are into it. All nations, all walks of life. Like I said, and you know, it's a sensitive topic for these people because they invested so much time into this stuff. And they go to these crystal shops and they buy this stuff and they make these altars and stuff and they put like owl parts and
snake parts, and then they create this weird, creepy altar. I don't know, man. I see it all the time with hippies.
When Eve asked me, "Oh, when were you born?" Like, you see what she did last night? I said, "I don't know. I was too young to remember." Because the next thing they're gonna ask you is, "What's your sign?"
Hate that.
Yeah, I don't, ma'am. I don't get into that, man. I don't know. I was too young to remember. I don't know. Because they try and push you in some box and analyze. Oh well, it's the what are they calling it now? The year of Aquarius. I love it when they take it there.
Right
I
after.
got something for you, buddy.
Come
I heard
right
the
after.
other day someone told me all the planets are in Mercury retrograde. I'm like, what does that even mean? How are you gonna let your life be like? You're gonna say you're having a bad day because of the planet's alignment? Thinking Most High designed the universe to work like that against you?
They think they know everything after
think
that.
the whole mentality is just like thinking like, you got a couple
Yeah.
like you gotta invest all this time into this sort of sideways stuff, man. It's just they go sidewinder. It's like anything with the Bible. They'll worship anything with the Bible.
Yep, she didn't believe in the Bible, man. I wonder what she's suffering, huh? Come on. And you see how Eve, she literally puts the burden of taking care of her and her son. My son, what if he had a damn woman? If he had a woman, he wouldn't be able to do that. You understand? What if he had a wife, man?
Come.
See, she wants to act like her son, she's her son's wife. He don't even have one. What if he had a wife and children? Now he got to take care of you. You were supposed to have a man to help support you in your old age, and she don't have that. And she literally, we didn't even have to say it, Kadar. She pointed to the dog and said, "This is my man. I BS you not."
Man.
She said, "This is my man." And I got it on camera. And I'm going to download it too.
Not long.
Yeah, she said, "This is my man, a gray dog."
Wow.
I said, yo, you just consented and confirmed everything that I be talking about.
Fact.
And that we be rapping about.
Facts.
And what's his name? What's that guy's name? Just Ice? No, Queen. Queen, Pop. Get my thoughts, Queen. Him and her going back and forth from her. I paused. She said, "Who talking to this?" No, it's not me. Yeah, that's not me. I'm just listening to it. They going back and forth. Yo, pause up, Queen. Don't cut my thought. All right, cool. And, she started to get a little hostile. Should have bring it down, sis. Why you talking over me? Trying to make a point here. And the other one got really riled up. Had to take her off. Yeah, take me off. Yeah. See, that's what happened when you give Eve a false sense of power. She really thinks she has power. She doesn't realize her power is coming from Adam. What? You're able to do this because Adam is allowing you to do this. But when your usefulness has expired, when he's utterly destroyed everything that he needs to destroy, then you could be overran. The scriptures say that. What did the Most High prophesy? The Most High said, "I'm going to let your kingdom be ruled by women so that they can overthrow you." And I'm paraphrasing that. We're going to get to that. Someone give me Yeshaya, Isaiah 3, verse 12. See, the rulership that they're doing that they think they want, they really don't, because without us, this place would just wither away. Everything would just crash overnight. No more electricity, no more any of that. We're responsible for all of that. There's no more shelter. How many of you saw that episode of Survivor Island when there was a group of women and a group of men?
Oh, yeah. The women were destroyed. They had to stop it because they're basically going to injure themselves.
The men building themselves shelter and all of that.
I think I know what you're talking about. Some of the women came onto the men's side, I think. I saw a video clip.
I can't do that. We're not going to, you know what I mean? If you come over there, you're gonna be like a concubine, a captive of war. Understand?
Con.
God.
Choo choo.
They couldn't catch your own food. They couldn't make proper
Nothing.
shelter. They couldn't find fresh water.
But you don't need Adam. You don't need Adam. You're right. Isaiah 3, verse 12.
Con. The book of Yeshaya, Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
Okay, let's break that down. Hold on. As for my people, so he's talking to a specific people. He's talking to you.
Con.
Children are the oppressor. The children are disrespecting the parents. Let me tell you guys this, man. If you got a rebel in your house, me personally, I would discipline that rebel, or they would get out. Right? Do not ever allow your children to intimidate you by threatening to call CPS. I would give them the phone. You want to call? Go ahead and call. You're going to end up in a home. It's up to you. But you're not going to dictate in my home. Bottom line. So a lot of parents are intimidated. These children, they know how to manipulate their parents, huh?
Con.
To a T.
To a T. Bottom line, man. Be a man in your home. If she get in the way, she might have to get some righteous discipline as well. Take your attention away, huh? This is why I always encourage sister wives. Take your attention away from Eve. The worst thing you could do to her is take your attention away and really mean it. You got to be strong enough. You got to be a man. You got to have a purpose. Because if you're a man on a purpose, I forget that, man. I work on my draw, man. I'm working on my purpose, trying to get where I need to be at. There's always going to be other women waiting for you right there, huh?
Con.
Nothing women love more than a leader, a man that's a leader, a man that's successful, a man that's dominant, a man that's charismatic, a man that'll put her ass, in her place. Listen, you over here, sis. I don't mean dictatorship, but an authoritarian man. Read that joint again, Isaiah 3 and 12.
Con. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. And
So the prophet, go ahead, finish out.
And destroy the way of thy paths.
So the prophecy says that when women lead men, it calls men to err. I'll say that, now your sisters don't like Tazadak anymore. They're not going to like you. If you stay around me, they won't like you. At least not in the public. Of course, they'll DM me in the background. I was only playing. I kind of like your dominance. These are the kind of DMs I get in the background, huh? I said, I know. I know. I can tell. You see, contention is usually a form of attraction, huh? When someone is kind of argumentative with you, if a woman's like that with you, it could be an indication that she really does like you. I have this down to a science, man. It's hard to get one up on me, man. The Most High gave me that spirit of discernment. As for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. Oh, my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err. That's why you're in the other room right now listening to Tazadak, because you don't want to listen around your woman, because you know what will happen. You know what she's going to say. Well, you got on headsets listening to me up in the back room. Some of you in the closet. You ain't even got a damn strong signal. That's why your signal be in and out. Because you don't want Eve to hear you. You listen to Taza Doc? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's been people that said this. You laughing, Careful. There's been people that said this. Yeah, she don't like me listening to you. The dude that I helped, and he came here and I helped him with the packet, he said his rib was saying this. I don't like when you listen to him, but he be telling the truth, though. Say that part right there. That part right there. But he be telling the truth. It's just the way he say it. It's with dominance, just like a man. Book of Job 30 and 13. Let's read that. So this is why the reason that there's so many anger issues with women and men is because they were reared by Eve. Eve did not do a proper job in raising the son or the daughter. And now this is what she's yelled. They grown like wild weeds.
Come on.
Job 30 and 13.
Got it. Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 13. You said 32?
30, verse 13.
Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
They mar my path. They set forward my calamity.
See, the Most High said they destroy, they tear up my path. They profit from my destruction. And they set forth my calamity. Go ahead.
They
With
have
no one to restrain
hope.
them. With no one to restrain them. Because where you men at? You men are not ahead of them. You men are not restraining them. She said, I do what I want to do. You're my dad. I can't pop my neck like they do. They popping their neck. How the hell she make a neck? She's a demon. Neck going from one side up. A head's way over here, a neck's over there. Yeah, you ain't my dad. You don't tell me what to do. You're someone greater than a dad. You're a husband. You're supposed to be one with you. A lot of you men are not good leaders. She don't go the way that you would have. There's a lot of noise back there, Careful. She don't go the way that you would have her. Get a replacement. Or better yet, get a sister wife. When she see how good that sister wife treats you, man, she'll straighten up. Or you guys get rid of her and get another sister wife. Huh?
That's right.
Eva do anything for attention, huh? One of her messaged me the other night. I'm gonna show you how stupid Eve could be. Don't message my brother anymore. I said, man, isn't it stupid? Yeah, you're just messaging me because you want some sort of response. I'm not responding. You just block their number up. Eva do anything. Let me tell you something. This is what I need to tell you men. Sometimes Eve is so puffed up and full of pride. Instead of her saying she wants you back or she was wrong, she'll just send some message. And this is what most of you dudes screw up at. She'll just send something because she's so full of pride. She won't say I was wrong. She won't ask you to forgive her or say she was sorry. She'll just send some message and you guys jump all over that because you're not a real man.
Come on.
Now you stand your ground, man. She made a decision, let her live with it. Don't respond. Don't respond unless you really, and you, to me, it's not idea to go back. But some of you guys might think, hey, this is the woman of my life. I go back. I don't go back, I've never been back there. That's what you want. That's what you got. No sense coming back here like a dog that finally came back home. Nope. I'm good on that. As soon as we ended the call, I got a message. I appreciate it if you don't text my brother. I don't think it's good for the home. I didn't respond to it up. Block. Huh? Talk to the block line. You understand what I'm saying? Talk to the block line. I don't even want to hear what you're saying.
Random.
Come on, just out of, you know what I mean? That means you're sitting there and you're thinking of something. Well, what can I say to him that make it seem as if I'm not interested? You're gonna have to settle for less because I'm the best, baby. I love you. It's like, oh man, that's how you gotta be, huh? You gotta be totally indifferent with these Eves, huh? See, most people think I'm just talking stuff, but I really mean it, man. You gotta say stuff and really mean it, man. Get her replacement. Why would you want to be with someone that's giving you a difficult time, that's hard, that's restraining sex from you, and so on and so forth? Just get a replacement. It's easier. Turn the page. Her chapter in the book is done. Careful, you got a lot of noise there. I'm not sure what's going on with your mic every time you unmute. It's staticky or something, man. I'm not sure what that is. But just get a replacement, man. Don't even buy into it. And don't entertain foolishness, man. Don't entertain foolishness. Don't entertain foolish conversations. Let her have that conversation by herself. She's entitled to her beliefs. Stop looking for some validity, some sort of external validity outside of yourself. Stay on your purpose, man. And when it pop off, let me tell you something, man. The best thing that you could do for someone that may have broken up with you and say they don't want to be with you anymore or procrastinated when you gave them an opportunity is to show them how great you really are. That's the best thing that you could do. That's how you pay them back. You stay focused. In her mind, she's like, damn, I would have been with him. She looking stupid. You understand what I'm talking about? Looking average over there. You don't give her the time of day, huh? She's gonna hit you up, don't respond. Throw away all the contact information, write a name on a piece of paper and burn it. Be done with it. Come. That's not no witchcraft anyways, but that's a way of saying, I'm done with this. Delete the contact from your phone. I like to block them, then delete them. You know what I told you? From there, let's go to the book of Proverbs 28 and 16. Proverbs 28 and 16. So the toxicity is coming. The reason that men and women are so toxic today is because who's raising them? That's why. They fell. And they will not assume responsibility for their failure.
Come on. Book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 16.
Y'all should be the only one reading, man, because I know what these women going to do when you guys get off the phone. You sleep in the other room. Sleep in the other room, please. I don't want you calling me in the middle of the night from the police station. So that heifer call 911 on you. How's the dog come and get me? It's 3 in the morning. Yeah, she got me. She heard me listen to you. Got me locked up. She lied on me, man.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 16.
First you'll call the other Akim, but he was in jail too because he was listening to Tales de la Rosa. Come.
Got him.
Don't call Benaiah. You know what he's going to be at? He's going to have his head down. Might call you back 6 hours later like you do me. When you take a breath.
That's crazy.
Baby bib and all. But that baby bib stay wet. Luckily, he got a garber you could just wipe off. Don't have one of them cloth ones. He got one of those plastic ones. Uh-huh. Can you imagine a baby bed with David on it? Scare the hell out of that baby, boy. Every time the baby see that baby will start crying.
God.
What if there was a David door?
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking that.
Baby squeeze it, man. Call that baby to cry, man. Give that baby nightmares.
Yeah, I think we might want to do that. That's a good novelty.
A David Devil door. A DDD. David Devil door. That's what we would call it. A DDD. What's a DVD? A David Devil door. Now you could be the proud owner of a David Devil door. It's always drunk and misquotes the scriptures. And it's a compulsive liar. Get them while they last. The David Devil door. You little brown devil.
He pulled a cord and it did it, and doesn't laugh.
Yep. Tickle his feet, that diabolical laugh.
Huh. The devil's probably watching in the background now. Hell, Satan.
God, I got that pre-look if you're ready for it.
Yeah, got it.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 16. The prince that wanteth understanding is also a great oppressor, but he that hateth covetousness shall prolong his days.
If a man hates, doing secret wickedness, then he's going to live longer. But a leader that lacks good judgment is also going to be a great oppressor. He's going to oppress the people. Also, I said you're going to let children rule over you. And this is what's happening. A lot of children rule their homes, man. A lot of these women call women that agree with the stuff that we're saying a pick-me. So they're basically saying the woman is agreeing with us because they want the man to pick her. So they call the new terms that they have for these women is a pick-me. Pick me, pick me, pick me. They're saying that's why the women agree with us. No, they're agreeing with us because they know we're right when they hear right. She's not a pick me. You're just a feminist. Someone said I would like to register, but I'm having issues. There's no issue. The issue must be on your side. Let me put the link in the room again. To those that's just tuning in, there is a webinar tomorrow, 12 noon to 6 p.m. You can register now. You simply need Zoom. You don't necessarily need PayPal. If you click on the PayPal link, if you scroll down below, you can pay with a credit card or a debit card. I recommend a debit card because a credit card is going to put it on hold. There's the link again. Once again, the link's in the room. It's going to be the 5-step discharge process. Thanks for reminding me that I have it tomorrow. Thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled program that's already in progress. From there, be careful. Where's your trusty companion tonight? From there, let's go to your trusty companion. Let's get Isaiah 9, verse 16. Yeshaya 9 and 16.
Come. Book of Yeshaya, Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
The leaders of this people cause them to err, and the people that's being led by them are destroyed. Eve said, we're the leaders. Eve says, our time. Well, I guess that means your homes are going to leak until the ceilings fall in. You're going to be overtaken by termite. And so many other things are coming. Will you weather the storm? I guess these cities are going to collapse almost overnight. No maintenance, no electricity. Before we leave, guys, we're going to turn off all the electricity. We're going to disable all the gas pumps and so on and so forth and take back our technology.
Cool.
What does that leave her? With nothing. What is it? Eve responsible for about 1%, maybe 2% of inventions? That's it? And the hot cone being one of those. Fried, dyed, and laid to the side, trying to look like Becky.
Oh,
But it's not a perm. It's just a temporary. Because it goes back to nappy. So you may as well be happy to be nappy, sis. She like it fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Put a hot comb to it. What do they call them now? They don't call it a hot, they call it a curling iron.
Nah.
Still putting heat to it. She put all this grease in her hair, smoke coming from everywhere. You burning something. Eve's doing her hair again. Damn. Then I burn half of it out. Gosh, damn, girl, that hurt. She done burned the back of her neck with the hot comb. Put a blister in it. All of that just to have straight hair. And as soon as she hit the water, bye-bye.
Now.
We're back. So you may as well be happy to be nappy. Because that's how the Most High made you.
easier to be yourself than someone else.
Huh. Some of them even trying to talk like Becky. Y'all. Hey, careful. How come Becky's always say that? Y'all. They don't say yes or yeah. It's y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Y'all.
I could do that.
The hell are you? See what the hell is this, man? You say yes. Oh yeah. How you say yeah? Y'all. The damn word is not even pronounced like that. It's Becky, man.
They'll say yes, girl, or they'll say hey, y'all. You say all types of strange things, Arthur. You really think about it. You're like, where's this coming from? Who's descendant? Where do they get who's influencing them to do that?
Just
cartoons.
I guess they're trying to be cool, whatever. Y'all. God. King, brother King.
Tell if they annoyed at you or not with that. When they do that too, it's kind of like, yeah. It's like, what does that mean? Yes or no? What does that mean?
Yeah. Let's get the book of Nahum, 3 and 13. Nahum, 3 and 13. It's a small book.
Book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 13. Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars.
Yeah. Are women. So that's saying that the women, the Most High said he's just going to leave women there. You're not going to have no protection. You're going to be overthrown. You're going to be overthrown. Read that one again,
The book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 13. Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women.
The people in the middle of you are women.
The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars.
We're mute.
Okay, I thought that was me for a second. So
no, you went mute,
You can hear me?
Yep, you got you.
The fire shall devour thy bars. The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies.
That's why, because the women are there. Get a woman to protect him. Wow.
Mm.
Probably in the background, drunk. When we're not around, I mean, he really get it in with the drinking. So he probably turned it up. He's next level drunk. Now he's next level drunk. Yeah. I guarantee it, he's next level drunk, man. The Equalizer, man. I think that was the best one yet.
Calm. I just heard about it yesterday on the radio.
The new one is out.
Yeah, I saw it today. Just came out today. Yeah. It's worth watching again. From there, Isaiah 9 and 15. Maybe you want to go back and watch the first two. You know what I mean?
Facts. Good one.
I think that was a better one. It had a better plot. He was doing good this time in Sicily. Dealing with the mafia.
He was fighting the Russians the first. Was it the first movie or the second one? Can't remember.
Did it for a noble cause. I like that. First one came out in 2014. Second one came out in 2018. 4 years later. And this one came out in 2023. Why they do all of them in 4-year increments? You notice that?
Interesting.
And 4 and 4 is 16. What are they trying to say there? And 1 and 6 is 7. And 7 represents God. I don't know. That's just how I deal with mathematics, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm getting them right now.
Cool.
See if I can. Okay, that one's coming. King, brother King. King, brother King. Oh, it's just a preview.
The second one was he was talking to that young
Tall
kid.
dude.
Yeah, dark skin.
Tall black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he's from Charleston. He reminded me of a couple people down here.
You say he's from Charleston?
So he reminds me of some folks I seen down here.
Oh no. I don't think he's from Charleston. I forgot his name. He's still to play in a few movies now. I've seen him in a few since then.
Yeah. I think that movie got him more popular.
Playing with Denzel, of course. The book of Numbers 6 and 23 through 27. It's bright and sunny where Keford is, man. It's late over here. It's 10 o'clock. The sun's about to set over there.
Sorry?
Keford, you're going to see a major difference in the music. I'm starting to push it. Check out my TikTok channel and Instagram in 3 weeks, and the YouTube. Watch. It's going to be big difference, Carefoot, because I'm really on it. I'll see you at the top, man.
What does this do? Like, you see how the top left corner?
I'm looking to be a millionaire. What's up?
There's like a bar. See how the bar goes like it's on the left, but if we get like, I hit the like button 2.8K times on the live right now on TikTok. See, there's like a bar in the top left corner, and it starts to move to the right. And like it's starting to go up. See, watch. See if I keep on pushing it. Boom. So what does that do? If we get that really, really big, because it keeps on growing. So I was saying, like, more people should jump on the TikTok and hit the like button, spam it, because like
it's gonna start to go up because I'm getting a marketer on it. It's gonna really starting to go up. I'm gonna put some fiat into it. I'm going to market it.
That's right.
This in the IG. And not no bots. I mean real people. The brand is going to be pushed.
Come on.
I'm already on it, Carefoot. YouTube too.
Well, I know. I mean, it's like you could pay directly to the platforms like TikTok, Instagram. Like you could pay Meta and all these companies. You could pay them for promotion too. Like you don't just need a marketer. Like you could. Well, I would say it'd be nice to have someone who is like fully dedicated to making you just like YouTube thumbnails and like everything. Like if you have a guy for every aspect of the whole operation, and then come together as your marketing team. I don't think you need one man or Adam or Eve. You need like you need a whole marketing squad, basically.
Yeah, one of the clients that I'm talking to is a team. It is a team.
Right.
Give me 3 weeks, Carefoot. Talk to me in 3 weeks, Carefoot.
Well, so I'm willing. Tonight I'll work on it. How about like
I'm already on it. I've already invested in some already. Past 2 days.
I gotta this maybe not on the live. I won't mention where, but like I have a chat room full of people who are like looking to like I said, do what you're saying, like marketing boot camp kind of people, like people who really want to get a start in the industry. Like I said, thumbnails, anything like the little jobs.
I'm only dealing with experts, Carefoot. I'm not going to the beginners. The people I'm looking for is already experts in the market. That's who I'm dealing with. I don't have time to half step. It's not. There's going to be a strong push on the music. There's going to be a strong push on the platforms, and then my products are going to go way up. Everyone that hasn't invested already are going to utterly regret that. And then I'm going to stop talking about the SPC process, and anyone that wants to talk to me is going to be it's going to be like paying to talk to a celebrity, because that's the level I'm going to. Millionaire.
Yeah, you need to be at least $1,800 an hour. Like this, because the level of information. If people could grasp what you're putting on the table, like what you're offering it's better than where are they going to go? Credit repair, some website that's like junk, doesn't even do what your books do. Like the thing is that it's like people really don't appreciate you, and that's obviously with the way they treat you. You can see that. Like that one comment you said earlier about how like women be telling their man like, oh, I don't want you watching that tall Zadok guy. It's like, anyone, any person, any woman, man, Eve, Adam in your life that's telling you that you got to get rid of Kahan Tazandak, that person's a damn devil. I don't care who they are. They're asking you to shoot yourself in the foot and continue to limp around with them until the next moon or whatever. That's not how I operate. And if anyone knew you, the real you, how you operate, I think they would be wise to get in early and get all the books and support the movement, because where it's going, it's obviously to the stars and back, to the moon, so on and so forth. So, if they want to be like that, fine. I don't think it's in their best interest, but you know what? Hey, shalom, have a nice day. There will be better people who will come through and do what must have to be done. And I wish them the best of luck in life, but that's all they're going to get is luck. They're not going to have the Most High on their wing side. So, like I said, truedisciplesofchrist.org/shop, truedisciplesofchrist.org/shop. Cop all the books now, because the price is going up. Everything's going up. Everything that when the hardcover is exclusively come out, and it goes back, and all you people who've been complaining, but the spelling errors, you're gonna go back and fix the spelling errors, and the price is gonna go up 5 times to that on everything, 10 times, 30 times, because when he's getting to these later revisions when the decades go past, you guys got to realize that the price has to go up, like kind of like when the university textbooks come out. Like you guys spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for books that don't even have a fraction of the information that are in these books. So it's only right and it only makes sense to adjust to the market that he has his books be way more expensive than a university book. These university books, they don't teach you nothing, and they're like the same price as these books now. But these books are worth more than a house, more than a car. Like this is the part you guys don't get. Like with the books, I bought the books, then I got 2 brand new Jeeps, brand new. People still don't believe it, and there's people who are still in disbelief, and actually they're so evil that they will go look for remedy in the most darkest of places, just not to come around here anymore. So it's like, all right,
Yep.
I can't stop them. But I spoke with someone recently, and it became apparent to me that like some people have demons on them. Like it doesn't matter. You guys need to show discernment. When people show you who they really are, you gotta believe them. And like that's another thing about this truth is that like I was starting to think about it. Like every month have one Eve or Adam to bring into the fold, right? And I have like a lineup of people who I'm like, okay, first thing is that they got to put down the bottle or whatever it is that they're doing, and then once they've done that, then come on the lives, and then I can start introducing people into this truth. And that's something that actually I think is important, because if we all say that, like, if you want to join, you got to bring 10 people, and then those 10 people got to bring 10 people, and then once you've done 10 people, you shouldn't just quit. You should just continue to escalate it, because the more people who are on this momentum, the more the world's going to start being a better place. Like that's the thing, is that the behaviors that you guys see in the world today, it's because of the kind of paganism and atheism and lawlessness, basically, that's gone awry, man. And just the idea of democracy, like you're going to do mob rule. Look how look at the intelligence of the average Eve or Adam, and then realize that half of them are not as smart as the average, which is mid-grade. So you have less than mids just making your decision for you. You wonder why the world is in such an effed up situation. Don't be surprised. Again, all you can do is set yourself apart. Get the books, and you'll get a conveyance. Then you'll get a domicile, as some of you call it, so-called domicile, or a house, or a condominium, or a compound. Like once you realize that the books scale to like basically anything that you get a mortgage on, for example, the books are worth gold. Like you can't even put a price on something like that. So I feel like there has to be a paywall at some point, not only just increasing everything, but just like you said, like you shouldn't even have to engage with the commerce side of things, because you've mastered it. Like you come to the conclusion that you've perfected the processes, and if people really are so dumb-witted that they haven't come across the finish line with you at this point, why should you have to go backtrack? Why do you have to go back to their level? When you want to focus on your discography, you want to write different types of books. The thing is, guys, is that like a lot of you don't even have all the books. Some of you contact me and you want me to read out the books to you, like I'm like a story time. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yo, fam. I need you to be my trustee, fam.
Spot on.
I'm putting on my board of directors. I'm making you the chief. Made up name now.
Fam, I need you to be my trustee, fam.
Advisory board.
Yeah, I got you, fam. Yeah, we're gonna get this land, fam. All right.
Right. No more pipe dreams, guys. You want to actually do stuff? You should actually do stuff. You should put 2 coins together and rub them together. Something. Better than nothing.
Yeah. Gia got a heart of stone. Anyone else, man? Anyone else have anything else, man? On the topic. And by the way, man, we need a head count for everyone that is going to come to the High Holy Day. I need to get a venue. I need to know exactly who's coming here. It's going to be on the 15th, 16th, maybe 17th. I got a feeling some of them are not going to make it on the 15th because they work Fridays. 16th, 17th. Scarehead guys, let us know.
Let me donate now for anything, like any expenses that you foresee. Like, definitely let me hit you up earlier than later for it. And definitely anyone else, if they can pay it forward for the event, then that would definitely ensure smooth sailing.
Huh. Anyone else got anything else, man? Maurice, Melanated Maurice is in the building, man. Shout out to him. Gone, Taza Doc. This is Taza Doctrine. That's how we on it.
Tell us again what we even need men for. I'm real confused.
Dream work makes the dream work.
We can just like get a little fringe for that. Praying mantis style. Y'all just use men for sex, get their sperm, kill them off. Yeah. Tell us again what we even need men for.
Wow.
Tell us again what we even need men for. Tell us again what we even need men for. Tell us again what we even need men for.
Hey.
I'm real confused. Dream work makes the dream work.
We can just like get a little fringe for that. Praying mantis style. Y'all just use men for sex, get their sperm, kill them off. Yeah.
That is.
Like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm gonna be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
God.
Like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm gonna be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
That's a good addition.
This is how it's work. They can't stop this truth. That's what she had last night. Go and get a. Yeah, if you don't have a man, more than likely you have a. Yeah. I don't need a man, but I need a. You make me want to.
It's not what you made it, Jesse. A slut is what I made it. A boss, getting money, taking the mic.
David.
Calm down.
Calm, David.
Do nothing all day.
Do we need men?
No, like we just sit there.
Do we need men, in your opinion?
No, because they're icky.
Okay.
Yeah, probably we don't need men to protect you from anything in the world, or, invent virtually all the things in human history, or, create these massive civilizations and economies. Probably, if they just disappeared overnight, that'd be great, and then there'd be no children.
Because they do nothing all day.
Do we need men?
No, like we just sit there.
Do we need men, in your opinion?
No, because they're icky.
Yeah, probably we don't need men to protect you from anything in the world, or, invent virtually all the things in human history, or, create these massive civilizations and economies. Probably, if they just disappeared overnight, that'd be great, and then there'd be no children.
Are they talking out the side of their neck? What do they mean they don't there would be no survival.
Mm-mm.
Eve say, I don't need a man, please. Ask the old lady how it feels being lonely. Remember Tyler Docs? Limits, man. Eve say, I don't need a man, please. Ask the old lady how it feels being lonely.
Check this out right here, man. This is for everyone out there that's distracted by a woman. You might be distracted by materialistic things like a car. Yeah, I mean, new home.
Go get the music, tguyrecordings.com, man. Subscribe to the website.
Primarily, it's the woman, though, man. Right?
You remember I said that when we blow.
Women, drugs, distract you from this truth. Whatever you do, King, don't ever let your woman distract you from this truth.
To recognize these distractions, Benaiah.
You can feel this right here. T-Doc Recordings. Tells a doc so you know what's saying.
Recognize all distractions. Identify all distractions. Take heed when the elders speak. We all are fell in love with a freak. Her intentions is just to make you weak. That's the reason why she performing them sheets. Recognize all distractions. Identify all distractions.
Distractions into actions, they look like men. She's back, this addicted, like meth for crack fam. We beat the box down, our brother go ham. Saw your man's white Pam tricking on OnlyFans. Oh shit, she's lit, he married a bitch. He's on a 9 to 5, she's out there turning tricks for treats up the fun. She get beat with the meat. Now the who downtown slapping Admiral. Played your life, when he spit out and do, running off at the mouth. She's distracting you. You made the hoe a wife. She's blowing them pipes, shooting babies in her mouth. It's gonna ruin your life. Distracted by her ass, couldn't she see with strife? Kahan tells her doc ain't about that.
Recognize all distractions. Identify all distractions. Take heed when the elders speak. We all done fell in love with a freak. Her intentions is just to make you weak. That's the reason why she performing them sheets. Recognize all distractions. Identify all distractions.
We used to Bible study, then she told him I love you. Trying to teach her to be modest, the woman got ugly. Used to be my eye, now you act like you don't know me. Distracted from the law, he turned towards hell. Put the Bible down, since he picked up Jezebel. While he's hard at work, she's getting a freak on. Legs propped up, got him locked up, ruined his happy home. Got every strain in order, a block on her phone. Took him for everything, like yesterday she's gone. Don't give your strength to women, you can't be a king. You will fall like Samson, for that string. The box below her waist, fuck them up, man. Take heed when we speak of fall victim to a plan. It's a damn shame what pussy does to a man. Just ask Will Smith, parents don't understand. Might get Chris Rock with a whole hand. Distracted by a hoe, the bitch broke you down. Distractions.
Recognize all distractions. Identify all distractions. Take heed when the elders speak. We all done fell in love with a freak. Her intentions is just to make you weak. That's the reason why she performing them sheets. Recognize all distractions. Identify all distractions. Young brothers, listen. There's nobody better to learn from than King Solomon. 700 wives, 300 concubines. He also was distracted. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 25 and 26. I'm going to start at 25. And he say, I apply my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even the foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So young brothers, keep your strength. Don't give it unto a woman, and give her the things that break down kings.
Distractions.
That's what's up right there, man.
Check this out right here, man. This is for everyone out there that's distracted by a woman. You might be distracted.
How he said, yo, that's raw.
Put current events in there and everything. Oh yeah, that's what's up right there.
Whole hand. Don't ask Will Smith. Ask Will Smith because parents don't understand. You might get back smacked. You might get Chris Rock with a whole hand.
That was nice.
Might get Chris Rock with a whole hand.
Ooh, oh yeah. I'm finna cop that one. I'm gonna let you know. I'm ready.
It's a remake on that one right there, but 9 game centers play. I done these yesterday.
She telling you she love you in your face, but she snaking you behind your back.
Sitting out at all with another man's wife. Probably 634, he will not spare your life. Jealousy is his rage, vengeance, no pity. Don't let that demon destroy you over some tick old bitch. Sitting out at all with another man's wife. Probably 634, he will not spare your life. Jealousy is his rage, vengeance, no pity. Don't let that demon destroy you over some tick old bitch.
Don't sit not with his wife or lose your life. It won't be Florida when they send you down south. Run up in your house, put that gun in your mouth. Ask a non for pussy, blow your brains out. Freddy Krueger with a Ruger, nightmare your dreams. Future is your past for that thing. Jacking off in a box, knew she had a husband. Now you're 6 feet deep for adultery, man. Said not at all with her uppy just for your sin. Now he is locked up inside of the pen. Her legs are propped up, getting smashed by other men. These women selling dreams and souls on live stream. Men want a cream, she just want the green. And white paper with president's name. Conduct's a game, less than a coochie. Just like a fame. Played you for the money, whores lower than the basement. Her body counts higher than
not at all with another man's wife. Probably 634, he will not spare your life. Jealousy is his rage, vengeance, no pity. Don't let that demon destroy you over some tick old bitch. Sitting out at all with another man's wife. Probably 634, he will not spare your life. Jealousy is his rage, vengeance, no pity. Don't let that demon destroy you over some tick old bitch.
Got a ring on her finger, still staring at me. I'm speaking salvation, she's too blind to see. But take the DIC, K for money. She got a 20/20 vision when you got that green. For cash, app and Apple Pay, she get naked, man. Video vixen, your only fans. Getting paid for man-jonas, but don't need a man. She enjoys this in her youth, it's a sinful days. Same old bitches getting saved in old age. Solar soul when she was young, now just for past ways. Tell simp man-jonas, let's get married. Sin intentionally, and don't look back. But when the sky cracks, she will pay for that. Judged by your hoosha, the woolly hair black. Out here slinging pussy like a dealer does crack.
Not at all with another man's wife. Probably 634, he will not spare your life. Jealousy is his rage, vengeance, no pity. Don't let that demon destroy you over some tick old bitch. Sitting out at all with another man's wife. Probably 634, he will not spare your life. Jealousy is his rage, vengeance, no pity. Don't let that demon destroy you over some tick old bitch. Book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms. Spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
See what you're turning down. Another showdown in your town. Let everybody know you my hoe now.
Hey,
I'm feeling way too cool off this money from you. I'm about to pimp my bitch and a friend too. I tell a bitch, what the fuck you mean where I been? So what? I smell like pussy and gin. I had money to make and hold the break. And she was out of line, I had a life to take. I told you from the gate, I ain't no mobster. I'm sipping whiskey, eating lobster. I take a bitch out of this game, don't have a clue. And be crying at the funeral just like you. I'm a player, bitch. I got to lose like every other pimp in my group.
Okay.
Put that pimp at the end, man.
Yeah.
It's truth music for real, huh? We rapping right for reality, man. How can you not like this music, man? It's truth music. If we had written a song that applied to anyone's life in some shape, form, or fashion, that song's gonna apply to your life. One of these songs. Got a song for everybody. I redid one more. Yahuwah's Judgment.
I was just thinking about that song the other day.
What's that?
Better be prepared. Come on.
Yahuwah's Judgment. I rewrote it. Tighten up the flow.
Popped up. Deacon Rose like close. This song is all well.
Yeah, how was judgment? Better be prepared. Keeping them low. Some on the Mars, the rest in bunkers, cause they scared. They underground. Standing bold like a lion. King of the jungle. Rockataya, how when them chariots go to fly. What a beautiful sight to see. Chariots of fire. Chariots of fire. Woolly hair, blood, red shot. Red shot. I the groom. What a beautiful wedding. Groom. Destruction to the rulers of darkness. Armageddon.
Boom. Cold wind blows. Peering to reality. Looking at a stained window. Suspense flow. Social media host. Shake that ass. A little bit of clothes. Gym with them men. Leave spirits froze. She's hotter than hell, but her heart is cold. Angel of death. Stalking these bros. Fame and pussy. Sold their souls. Unfaithful like Job. That chasing sin like Thug Negroes. Stressing his souls. Sin like many men. Repent the Lord knows. Prophesying. Sin is death row. Sin like many men. Repent the Lord knows. Prophesying. Sin is death row. Live wicked now. You torment your soul. At the crossroads. Looking for lost souls. Found my own. The economy deprived me of my home. The matrix is a butter sunstone. Fighting hunger and sinful foes. Mucus flows from my nose. Names all our own. And so close. World so cold. Number fingers and toes. Hearing dreadlocks used to be an afro. See a church on the side of the road. Bust through the door. Fell to the floor. Deacon and people popped up like toes. Christ like I suppose. Some my parents got angry and arose. Whole church froze. Approach a pulpit. Hear my cries and rose. Preacher rose. He wore a black robe. I'm hungry and cold. Please get my name on Yahuwah's roll. Please help me with food, prayer, and clothes. He said, depart Satan, back to the slum. Wisdom on Solomon, dressed like a bum. Yahuwah sent me to test them. Blessed by the Father, Ruach of the Son. Babylon is falling, your kingdom I'll come. In the second coming, that will be done. As for your sinners, there won't be none.
Yeah, how was judgment? Better be prepared. Esau going to Mars, the rest in bunkers, cause they scared. The righteous standing bold like a lion. Shambarakataya, how when them chariots go to fly. What a beautiful sight to see. Chariots of fire. Black with woolly hair, blood, red shot eye. When the bride meet the groom, what a beautiful wedding. Destruction to the rulers of darkness, Armageddon.
When the sky cracked, the willing hair black. Cold Jesus Christ might take your life. Coming with a sword, you better get it right. Where would you go if you died tonight? Kahan, Tazadak, to disciples of Christ. What you gonna do? This is your last right. Stop trying to sex another man's wife. She's a Jezebel. You're nasty and trife.
There go y'all daddy. I'm for the record. Make sure I record everything. Cause baby, we already gotta go to court. And I'm not gonna play with him. Y'all. Come on. Let him know what y'all say. Y'all don't want to go. Let him know, because I'm not for the forfeit. Let him know. I'm not going to force y'all.
We don't want to go with you. We don't want to go with you. We don't want to go with you. She be being mean to us.
What do you mean? Who do you mean?
Her.
I don't be being mean to y'all. I just be redirecting y'all.
Come up here and get this, because I'm going to need this for court, baby.
I be disciplining y'all.
Y'all can give him a hug. Give him a hug. Oh, y'all acting funny like that, man? Give him a hug. Come on, now. Come on, I got a swimming pool. Don't get that tag them all in there, honey. But I got it at the house, too. You want to come? Why? Yeah, I mean, this is my day to come. I want to go. You say she be being mean. I don't know what she be doing. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Come on now, you just still want him. That's all it is.
No, I don't still want him.
You just still want him.
I don't still want him, baby.
We are in a relationship now. We are in a relationship now.
You wrong for that. I don't want him. I don't want him. They don't want to go because you're being mean. They say you're being mean to them.
Kids, y'all know I don't be being mean to y'all. Just because I have some discipline in my home don't mean that I be being mean. I'm supposed to have rules. rules are for children.
Yes, and you gotta understand, you gotta respect the house. And you probably putting them to do that.
No,
I
I ain't putting them to do nothing.
I know how you do it. I know how you do it.
Want him.
Girl, you a bitch, please. No,
Why you gotta go here,
watch your mouth.
Bitch,
Watch your
please.
mouth.
Because you already look a hot damn mess.
No, you're not gonna do that.
But you're not gonna say I want him.
It's okay.
When I know deep down in my heart, I don't want him. Baby, you gotta be joking. I'm laughing at your joke that you just
You're
said.
not gonna disrespect.
I don't
Patrice,
want
you're not
him.
gonna do that.
No, I
Alright?
disrespect y'all on my property though. And they don't want to go. I ain't
But
gotta
these are
make
my
them
kids.
go.
This is part of my
Come
property.
get your court order.
No.
We don't call the police because we got a whole court.
No, ain't no you.
We went to court
got a
for
whole
this.
You
court.
can't force them to come. If you're doing some abuse, and I'm gonna call SRS. I'm gonna call CPS. No, bring nothing.
We went
Baby,
to
listen
court.
here.
It's my day.
You're not
It's
going.
my day.
It
It's
don't
my
matter,
day.
baby.
You're not gonna come on.
No. They nothing. Man, you don't put your hands on them. They don't want to go.
You know what?
It don't matter, baby. Please put your paperwork up. They not going. They not going because you're abusive and you're doing something to my kids.
She's not abusing them.
I do not. I've never hit your kids.
What do she hit y'all? What's going on? Do she hit y'all? What's she doing?
She don't hit us. She just be mean to us.
Okay, but at first you said she hit y'all. But now she
No,
don't.
they said
Which one
she's
is-
being mean, abusive.
Okay, so
I don't know if she's hitting them or what.
Well, they just confirmed that I don't hit them.
Okay, but why y'all don't want to go? Why don't y'all want to go? Do y'all want to go with y'all daddy?
Rules at our house.
And I'm not forcing them to come. They don't want to go.
Well, baby, we about to call
It ain't nothing I can do about that.
We
Call
about
the
to call.
police, girl. You ain't even married to him. You ain't even looking at my damn mess.
Well, you don't
It's
have
not
to
my
raise
yard.
that.
She ain't, y'all ain't even married. She not on the court papers though. But you not on the court papers. Get from off my property.
But I am on the court papers.
Okay, but take
And I got
her
the
and
court
come back
papers
by
right here.
yourself.
It's E for you all. Trying to turn the children against the father, man. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. I'm gonna shut it down on TikTok, Kerfoot. It's just for Rumble, man. TikTok can't handle this right here. The level that it's about to go to. Shalom. Shalom for TikTok, man. Word. A lot of people on there tonight. They out partying. But that right there is a prime example. That was a real life scenario, man. That lady put that on the tube, man. She didn't want the man come there with an order, and she still don't let him go with the children, man. She should have just came back with one time, man. I mean, she ain't had no she's going on mere assumption. You could tell she persuaded those children to do that. But on another note, let's talk about deauthorized representative area. Another cop decided to shoot another Eve. Okay, can I get a reader here? Are you going to shoot me? Woman asked before Ohio police fatally shoots her.
Wow.
Warning, this may be disturbing. Not just scream that she was pregnant. She's pregnant.
I got you. Come. Are you going to shoot me? Woman asked before Ohio police fatally shoots her. Westerville, Ohio. Footage from body-worn camera shows a pregnant woman asking police, "What are you going to shoot me?" Seconds before, an Ohio officer fatally shot her outside a grocery store. Blendon Township released body camera footage Friday from two police officers that showed the brief encounter with a shooting of Takaya Young, 21, who died later after being taken to St. Anne's Hospital. Young died August 24th after one of two responding officers shot her through the front windshield of a car outside a Kroger whose employees claim Young and others were stealing alcohol. The police department has declined to identify the two officers who approached Young's car that evening, citing victims' rights legislation called Marsy's Law. The body camera footage was redacted to shield the officers' identities, but showed that the last moments of her life. Young asked the officer standing in front of the car if he was going to shoot her. Footage from the officer who stood next to Young's car showed he knocked on the car window and told Young to get out of the car multiple times. When she asked why, the officer said someone accused her of stealing from the store. "I didn't steal," Young told the officer. Footage from the officer who shot Young showed the car was blocked from the right by shopping carts and a police cruiser. As the first officer argued with Young, telling her to exit the vehicle about a dozen times. A second officer walked to the front of the car. Young then began turning the wheel. The officer who stood in front of the car with a gun drawn and pointed at Young placed his hands on the car's hood. Young, still turning the wheel to the right, asked if he was going to shoot her. As the car continued slowly moving forward, one angle of the footage showed the officer in front briefly lifting off the ground before regaining his footing. At the same time, he fired one shot before Young's vehicle swerved right away from the officer and toward the grocery store. The car rolled about 50 feet, ending on the sidewalk outside the store's entrance, but the car was locked. The officer who shot Young broke the driver's side window. Takaya's death was not only avoidable, but also a gross misuse of power and authority. Young's family said in a statement, as if the pain of losing Takaya isn't enough, we must grapple with the knowledge that her unborn daughter was also robbed of her life in this hateful act. Young is survived by two sons. This was a tragedy. Leonard Township Police Chief John Belford said in a news release that was released with the video, Miss Young's family is understandably very upset and grieving. While none of us can fully understand the depths of their pain, all of us can remember them in our prayers and give them the time and space to deal with this heartbreaking turn of events. Belford said previously, the officers immediately began rendering aid with the assistance of an emergency room physician who happened to be nearby. London Township Police did not release the footage showing officers rendering aid. A news release from the police department said paramedics arrived on the scene within 9 minutes of being called. London Township Police has not said if the officers found alcohol in their car with Young. At a news conference Wednesday, Sean Walton, an attorney representing Young's family, criticized the police department for the delay in the release of the footage. On Friday, Belford said redacting the footage was extremely complex because of multiple angles and reflective surfaces showing the faces of the two officers. Young's family watched the video at Blendon Township Police Headquarters before it was released to the public. They were there less than 10 minutes and decided not to give any immediate comment. Belford initially placed both officers on administrative leave after the shooting, but he announced Friday that the officer who didn't shoot Young has since returned to duty. He said the officer who shot Young is considered a victim of an attempted vehicular assault and has not waived his right to privacy under Marcy's law. London Township Police considered the second officer a victim because Young pulled away while the officer's arm was in the driver's side window. Belford said it was misdemeanor assault. At a news conference Friday, Brian Steele, executive vice president of the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 9, said he couldn't imagine what the officer who shot Young was thinking, but said officers have a legal duty to act when alerted to potential crimes. That sounds like BS. Miss Young was not shot for stealing alcohol, Steele said. She was shot because following an aggravated robbery, she tried to run down a fellow human being. Miss Young chose to accelerate her vehicle directly into the path of an officer. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation is investigating the shooting, as is typical when officers shoot civilians. In their statement, Young's family called for both a thorough re-examination of police training and for a quick indictment of the officer who killed her. The responsibility of law enforcement is to serve and protect all in our communities, not just those who deem worthy of protection and safety, the statement read. Officers of the law take an oath to protect human life, and in instances where they unjustly rob families of their loved ones, they must be held accountable. The Kroger, located at 5991 South Sunbury Road, confirmed that it was closed Friday because of the shooting, but reopened 6 a.m. Saturday.
Yeah,
That
that
is
right there. They totally changed the first art. This is totally in opposition to the first article I read on this, because it was specifically saying that he unjustly shot her. Now they're trying to say she was using the car as a weapon, and I can almost assure you that probably none of that's in the footage. Okay,
that's
it took them a
really
week
weird.
to get the footage after the incident happened.
Yeah, they doctored that up. But I mean, if he, even in turning the wheel, she didn't pull forward. I mean, she had to, if from the way I read that, maybe she was creeping. That's still not a reason to shoot someone fatally. Like, there's, I don't know, man. That's ridiculous. Even in reading, even in them trying to doctor it up in this article, it still doesn't make any sense for someone to lose their life for creeping in a direction in which a officer positively has his hands on the hood so he can feel when the car is moving, so that way he can adjust himself and move out the way. So she wasn't like driving erratically and nothing crazy. So it doesn't make any sense to use that level of force in that instance. And then also they did not release whether she had alcohol in the car or not, which would make the whole stop irrelevant to begin with.
That usually mean that she didn't, you know.
She did. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know. We be wording these things, man.
What was that?
So the way to be wording these articles to make the Jake always look.
Yeah.
They were doing something so violent to justify the murder. To justify the murder.
Yep. Pregnant woman, man. Okay, I got a little bit of the joint there. Right, so this is more than one that I read. Right here, when the family released that body cam. Right there. So you want to read that?
That's some piss poor training. So he's in the front holding it. That's stupid. Takai Young's family urges officers arrest after video shows him killing the pregnant black woman. This still image from the body cam. Oh, okay, that's just a caption of the video. Columbus, Ohio. Ohio authorities on Friday released body cam video showing a police officer fatally shooting Takaya Young in her car in what her family denounced as a gross misuse of power and authority against the pregnant black mother. Sean Walton, an attorney representing Young's family, said the video clearly shows that the August 24th shooting of 21-year-old woman was unjustified, and he called for the officer to be fired and charged immediately. Walton also criticized police for not releasing the video footage more than a week after the shooting. Yeah, of course they doctored it up. Takai's family is heartbroken, Walton said in an interview with the Associated Press. The video did nothing but confirm their fears that Takaya was murdered unjustifiably, and it was just heartbreaking for them to see Takaya having her life taken away under such ridiculous circumstances. Young's death follows a troubling series of fatal shootings of black adults and children by Ohio police and numerous occurrences of police brutality against black people across the nation in recent years. Events that have prompted widespread protests and demands for police reform. The officer who shot Young is on paid administrative leave while the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation examines the shooting, which is standard practice. A police union official said calls to charge the officer before an investigation is complete are premature. A second officer who was on the scene has returned to active duty. Their names, races, and ranks have not been released. Linden Township Police Chief John Belford called the shooting a tragedy. Miss Young's family is understandably very upset and grieving, he said in a written statement released Friday morning. While none of us can fully understand the depths of their pain, all of us can remember them in our prayers and give them the time and space to deal with this heartbreaking turn of events. Young's father, grandmother, and other relatives watched the video before its public release and released a statement Friday through Walton. It is undeniable that Takaya's death was not only avoidable, but also a gross misuse of power and authority, the statement said. While viewing the video, the family felt a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, Walton told the AP. More than anything, there was a sense of just devastation to know that this power system, these police officers, could stop her and so quickly take her life for no justifiable reason. The video shows an officer at the driver's side window telling Young she has been accused of theft and repeatedly demanding that she get out of the car. A second officer is standing in front of the car. Young protests, and the first officer repeats his demand. Then both officers yell at her to get out. At that point, Young can be heard asking them, "Are you going to shoot me?" Seconds before, she turns the steering wheel to the right and the car moves toward the officer standing in front of it. The officer fires his gun through the windshield and Young's sedan drifts into the grocery store's brick wall. Officers then break the driver's side window, which Belford said was to get Young out of the car and render medical aid, though footage of medical assistance was not provided. In his interview with the AP on Friday, Walton denied that Young had stolen anything from the grocery store. He said his firm found a witness who saw Young put down bottles of alcohol as she left the store. The bottles were left in the store, he said. So when she's in her car denying that, that's accurate. She did not commit any theft. And so these officers were not even within their right to place her under arrest, let alone take her life. Brian Steele, executive vice president of the union representing Linden Township Police, criticized Walton's characterization of the shooting as a murder before all the facts are in. He said an investigation will determine whether the shooting was justified. The fact is, the officer had to make a split-second decision while in front of a moving vehicle, a 2,000-pound weapon, he said. But Edward O., a national use of force expert and attorney who specializes in vehicle-related police shootings, said that while the officer who shot Young may have reasonable fear for his safety, it went against all his law enforcement training to be in front of her car in the first place. Exactly. Because that's not how we're trained in that fashion. And they get all that stuff from the military. Forgive me. The best practice in the same matters nationwide is that you do not put yourself in a position of danger, said Obayashi, especially given that it was a minor crime Young was being accused of. The results are predictable. Based on your training, why are you going to put yourself in front of a vehicle, in front of an individual that does not want to cooperate? Obayashi said there is no urgent need for him to position himself the way that he did. Then, the Blendon Township Police Department's use of force policy states that officers should try to move away from an approaching vehicle instead of firing their weapon. The officer should only shoot when he or she reasonably believes that there is no other reasonable means available to avert the imminent threat of the vehicle, or if deadly force other than the vehicle is directed at the officer or others. Responding to criticism of the delayed releasing the video, Belfort said that it took time for his small staff to process it and properly redact certain footage, such as the officers' faces and badge numbers, in accordance with Ohio law. I kind of skipped up somewhere. Well, I'll start from here. It says Young's. Oh, here we go. Yeah. He said the officers' names cannot be released at this point because they are being treated as assault victims. He said one of the officer's arms is still partially in the driver's side window, and the second officer is still standing in front of the car when Young moved the car forward. Young's death is one of numerous deaths of Black adults and children at the hands of the police across the nation that have drawn protests and demands for more accountability. Among the most prominent cases was George Floyd's death on May 25th, 2020. Floyd died after the Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, who is white, pressed his knee on his neck for 9.5 minutes on the street outside a convenience store where Floyd tried to pass a counterfeit $20 bill. Chauvin was convicted of second-degree murder. In Ohio, Donovan Lewis was lying on his bed in August 2022 when he was shot by a canine officer serving a warrant. Micaiah Bryant, 16-year-old girl in foster care who was accused of swinging at two people with a knife, was fatally shot in April 2021. In December 2020, Casey Goodson Jr. was shot 5 times in the back by a Franklin County Sheriff's deputy. Ohio families unite for political action and change. A grassroots organization focused on eradicating police brutality said that the footage of Young shooting shows officers' conduct as violent, defenseless, and egregious, and that they acted as judge, jury, and executioner. Young was expected to give birth to a daughter in November. Family and friends held a private vigil a day after Young was killed, releasing balloons and lighting candles spelling out R.I.P. Kaya. An online effort to pay for funeral expenses raised over $7,000. Takaya's siblings, cousins, grandmother, and father rallied around her sons, 6-year-old Jacoby and 3-year-old I can't tell. Is that Keneal? Keneal?
Yep.
Who don't yet understand the magnitude of what happened to their mother, Walton said. It's a large family, and Takaya has been snatched away from them, Walton said. I think the entire family is still in shock. Young's grandmother, Nadine Young, described her granddaughter as a family-oriented prankster who was a loving older sister and mother. She was so excited to have this little girl. The grandmother said at a news conference Wednesday she has her 2 little boys, but she was so fired up to have this girl. She's going to be so missed. I'm a mess because it's just tragic, she said, but It should have never, ever, ever happened. Associated Press writers Aaron Morrison in New York, Mary Claire Dell in Philadelphia, Michael Rubicam in northeastern Pennsylvania, so on and so forth. Yeah, that article has a completely different undertone.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yep, because the Associated Press. Yep, total different perspective.
Yeah, like him standing in front of the car over a bottle of so-called alcohol that wasn't even there. And let's just say hypothetically, it wasn't her and it was somebody else who actually meant them some harm. If their foot was on the gas and he would have been ran over. Yeah, putting himself in unnecessary danger.
Or ran him over.
And the reason why he didn't get run over is because she didn't mean him no harm. It went in the other direction. So if the wheels are turned to the right, she gets shot and then it goes extreme to the left. She was still alive at that point. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, that's just stupid, man. That's stupid.
I take a 29-3705 Managua, 3705. A female is hallucinating, too much of a loss for 10.
Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
7 back in service, 1828.
Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car. 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 Shows your shots fired.
Wait a minute.
You can see that shit.
Stop. Stop.
Wait a minute. Oh, you gotta run that back.
That car
You gotta
didn't
run that back.
shot her, man.
Out of the car.
He shot her.
7 back in service, 1828.
This shit happened
Get out of the car.
man.
Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car.
Look at this. Look.
That vehicle never moved, The vehicle never moved.
Get out of the car. Get out of
He's shooting right now. He put his hands on the car and shot.
the car.
Yes. That's like a second.
See, he already shot her. Look, his hands on the car. Tell him the car's lifting him up. He already shot her, man.
He shot and then the vehicle moved. That vehicle was not moving before that. Oh no, they on that.
Get out of the car. Car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
How did you push that in slow motion up?
You go to settings and they got the playback time.
You go to that little gear on the next to closed captions.
Yeah, on the actual video right there. Playback speed, and you can do 75% or 50%.
Still too fast.
Yeah, 25. Playback speed.
Out of the car.
Yeah, he just murdered her up.
7 back in service, 1828.
Just look at the difference of any side view mirror that vehicle did not move at all. Before she got shot. I couldn't catch it.
No.
Like, I'm just looking at the shopping carts.
Get out.
The other officer's
Get out.
He's coming up to the
car.
He's coming to the
Get out of the car. Get out of
He's already turning to the left.
the car.
He just put his hand there and shot her.
Yeah.
And she screamed when he shot her.
Yeah.
He just put his hand there and shot him, man.
That's bullshit.
He
He
straight
walked
murdered.
over. He walked over because he thought they got someone that was guilty, and he made that judgment call. That's all.
Out of the car.
97 back in service 1828.
Get out of the car. Then get out. No. Then get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
It's crazy, man.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Stop. 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 Car.
We're gonna have a 34 on the crossing now. She's gonna be out.
That's crazy. It's the second officer's body cam right here. It's the second officer's body cam at a different view.
Attend to 29, 3705 Managua, 3705.
What's that?
Females hallucinating. Much loss for 10.
Hey. Stop. Hey. Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
What?
Out of the car.
She rolled the window down.
They said you stole stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out.
He literally watched her get in the car.
Then get out. Get out of the car.
He put his hand right there. Look.
Yeah.
Get out of the car.
That guy wasn't in no damn danger, man.
Hell no.
He was trying to bust the window.
Yep, and couldn't. Wow. That's crazy.
She's turning the wheel away from that guy.
But that's why she rolled the car, because he was trying to bust the window. Why?
Yeah, she's turning away from him. She's not even going towards him, man.
Right.
And
She
the
was
other
turning
guy.
away from him. See the way the steering wheel's going? Away from him.
Yeah, come toward the store already. It never was turned to the right.
That guy put himself in front of the car, man. He put himself in immediate danger.
Yeah, that's
It's straight murder, man.
And then her car door was wide open while he was standing there looking at it in another vehicle, it looked like. When the second officer body cam started showing, her car door was open. He was behind it. Literally looked like he watched her get in the car.
Wow. That's just laziness, impatience, and the culture of constables on patrol going to drink and like saying like, well, you think that was a crazy story? Let me tell you a crazy story. They'll make them up. And that's the thing about stuff like this, is that it's a combination of those three things. It's like laziness and then impatience and then, well, I better, but you can't tell me at any point that guy was in danger. So, that is a straight up murder.
I mean, I can't tell if the vehicle even moved before he shot, but from the first officer's body cam, it doesn't show that.
Even so, this guy was never supposed to be in front of the vehicle, man. Ever.
No.
Ever.
You see, when the car started to roll, is because he was trying to bust the window. The second
Right.
officer, watch, he got the thing in his hand right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those. It's like a pen that breaks the glass. If they're not competent enough to break the glass, you know, you don't escalate. And you definitely don't escalate on the basis of fraud.
See? That's why the car started to roll. He hit the window first. Second time. Third time.
And it was always pointed to the left. It was never turned right.
This dude really jumped in front of the car that was going, yeah. He put himself in front of the car and said he was in danger.
People really just shot a pregnant woman out.
Wow.
Oh my God, what is that?
Wow.
Can't claim to be in no type of danger. Your buddy got a nightstick out.
Yeah, they even confirmed that was the woman. Because if you hear on the radio end, he's like, "Oh, some woman acting crazy or something," right? He didn't even know if that was her or whatever. He just told her, get out.
Yeah, at the start of the second officer's body cam footage, the door was wide open. Like he literally watched her get in the car while he was doing something else and just walked up, immediately pulled out that glass breaker and get out. Like that's just don't ask no questions, nothing. No kind of investigative dialogue.
And what are we not seeing? Like, what have these guys gotten up to before that they've kind of gotten away with? Is this just the first time that one's gotten like? Is it just a rare? Is this a rare occasion, or is this commonplace? This kind of stuff, and then only when if like what if the victim who was killed by the assailants in this case had no support network, and no one wanted to push for the body cam footage? That means that this would have been swept under the rug. So there's a lack of accountability. There's laziness. There's impatience. There's a lack of protocol. And I'll tell you one thing: inventing aggression from someone to be able to murder them it doesn't look very good from this angle, from where I'm seeing it, from this country that I live up here.
Yeah, shalom, family. Oh, I definitely got a lot to say on the Shabbat, but first of all, praise the Most High, y'all. My time who big up, Shiach Yeshua. Yeah, the thing I wanted to bring out is the stuff that I went through dealing with Adam and Eve herself. And it's ironic that Tazadak showed a video of a pregnant woman getting shot. And that was something I want to talk about. Y'all sisters out here, Negroes, Native Americans, like the Indians, I would say, be careful of accepting another woman's advice that's outside of this walk. Don't act like her, because these women nowadays, they'll do anything to keep their employment going, and it's quite sad, and no disrespect to any so-called Europeans, but they own us. And excuse me, y'all, they doing anything to manipulate us now. I was gonna say it's a Hebrew word called dabar, means to speak. And when a person speak, you teaching them. So these women, when they talk, you'll know how much education or literacy they have by the way how they talk. So be careful, sisters, and taking heed to the oppressor, because at the end of the day, by the eve, y'all going against us, but at the same time, y'all getting shot by police. Be careful. That's the same man y'all will y'all will agree with to get the man out of the household. So be extra careful what you're doing.
That's right.
And to my brothers out here, hey, you pick this walk, you can see things from afar and there, so you already know what's going on. Continue to be humble, but they own us. Like, I'm talking about every ethnicity, especially the constables on patrol, the government workers. They see things that other people don't see. They see we woke. So be careful. Yeah, but far as like my brothers that's outside the covenant, they gonna really come at y'all. Hey, they gonna use all types of snares and traps to try to take you out. And if you majority of the time, our brothers, man, they just stuck in the matrix, and they in the world, so they ain't really worrying about what's really going on. So I say to my brothers, be careful, man, because they really out trying to get us. And it's unfortunate, the men and women trying to get us, so just be careful. That's all I got to say, fam. Bye, shalom.
Shalom.
It's open season, I mean, that could have been any of us, you know what I mean? There's no way around it. The police is just out of control. Any encounter with the police could result in the loss of life. They have too much power. Something has to be done about that, man. And they're told to conduct themselves like that. If they thought there would be consequences, they wouldn't conduct themselves like that. That right there was crazy. I can't even hold you, man. I was getting a little angry watching it.
Couldn't blame me.
It could have been any of us, man. Any of us. He made a decision like that. Clearly, she didn't want to run over him. The steering wheel was turning in the opposite direction. He was just on a power trip.
Scared for her life, lost her life. So she said, "You're gonna shoot me?" She's trying to turn away.
Think about that, man. They could approach you. And guess who told him that? An employee that works in the store. And it turns out they was wrong. Yo, they gotta eat that for the rest of their life, huh? You cause that girl to get killed. How you gonna sleep at night? An employee told that. We don't know if it was a Jason or Karen, but an employee told him. It's heavy, huh?
No, I used to work in the grocery store. People would come in and take stuff all the time. They would call the cops and stuff, but I mean, you're gonna kill somebody for an alleged grocery store theft?
I can see why some people lose it, huh? He got on that True Disciples of Christ shirt, boy. Oh, he got the anti-police brutality joint on. He got on a classic, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Careful. We was training hard then, huh?
I outgrew mine. I can't find that shit anymore. I think it's...
They said, why you put a menorah on there? AR-15s, I could say, because we're warriors of the Most High. Remember some punk trying to cry about that?
I'm trying to remember who that was.
Hey.
You put the AKs.
No, they AR-15s, huh?
Mm.
2 AR-15s over a menorah, man.
I'm trying to remember who was like, oh, maybe we should change it or something.
I told them I believe in my Bible, but I believe in my guns. And I pray that they bless me to shoot straight.
Come on.
There's life and death right there. Oh, the menorah is life. Those ARs are death. That means I'll protect my life, even if it means death. That's crazy.
I think the first time I heard it on the live, but I think Awkward's originally sampled it, and that's when I heard that. I believe in my gun and I believe in my Bible. And when it pop off, I pray that the Most High blesses me to shoot straight.
He snatched that from one of my videos.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, that's crazy, Well, just when you think things are chilling out, here comes another incident, man.
Hey, Charles, I got a question now, Q, far as your music. All right, so what clip can I find that? What clip can I look at when you had at the end of the song when when I first heard it, I thought the man pulled up to his ex-wife with another man that participated in homosexuality. I'm trying to find out, was that like a man trying to get his kids and the kids like, nah, you mean, or something like that? Like, what clip can I find there to watch that?
I just played that. I just redone that. That was Yahuwah's judgment. You're talking about the man came to get his children, and the wife, the ex-woman, wouldn't let him take him. I actually remember the exact name of the clip. You're talking about the video itself.
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember exact of it. I sampled it. Hold on. Let me take that back because I sent it to the engineer. No, yeah, that's not a homosexual. That's a man and his new woman came up with his custody papers, and she still wouldn't let him take him because she coerced the children and not wanting to go. I got it right here. Boom. Yeah. It's called Bitter Baby Mom, Keeping Kids from Their Dad. Bitter Baby Mom, Keeping Kids from Their Dad.
Okay.
I'm about to send it to your phone, huh? I don't want to play it on here. They might try to flag it. Man, it's something else, boy. I'm telling you.
Oh.
You something else. And both thing is, Jake, both of them are overweight. Both of these women are way overweight. I just
Hey, I knew it. I knew it. I
just sent it to your phone. Yeah. Yeah, man. That thing heavy up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. It's the women act like they acting like they don't need us, but they do, and when we deal with them on a commerce level, intellectual level, man, they just dog us out.
Yeah.
It's like slavery damn near all over again. Like shit, like the woman, she get a position inside the White House, she gonna do everything to keep that position, and that's what's that's what's going on nowadays, and it's sad. You had the elder, the women with sense. They if they see something they disagree with, they'll tell another person, but they still acknowledge that man as a man. Like, hey, make sure you do this now, cause he gonna, what I mean, hold it down, cause I don't want this to happen. But keep on going, baby, or give us a compliment. These women nowadays, they keep their job, they just gonna automatically disrespect the man without a cause. So that's what's going on. It's getting worse. It's getting worse for Eve. And soon as
Go ahead, huh? So yeah, it was that video, Kadar, good woman. That video got flagged, man, because of Abanawa. See, I'll show you right now. Not monetized.
What's wrong with the song Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim? What's wrong with that song?
That's what he's talking about.
It's not telling me where it's coming from. It just says Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim Kadar Kahan Tazadak Shah Benaya. Content found doing, but it's not telling me who's literally blocking it. Disputed, man. I disputed it many times.
Oh.
Still comes back, man.
Yeah, but yeah, when I heard the end of that clip, I just knew them women was overweighted and I had to go and doc scared. Hey, careful, this is sundown over there, Shabbat Shalom.
That's it. The sun went down, finally. Yeah. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
I tried to dispute it again, but I've done this many times, man.
So someone is fraudulently claiming that they own
one of those
Abanawa?
that we posted it on before. Yeah.
That's crazy, y'all.
That's why I don't post on any of those sites. That's what I mean. Like Spotify and all those sites like that.
Just weird. That's really, that's really causing a conflict, dog.
Yep.
So you think so did you put it on another site, or is someone trying to claim it?
No, initially we had it on TuneCore, and I don't think that one was on iMusic, man. I run it like that. was it one? I think it was one of my joints, iMusic or whatever. But yeah, they keep claiming it, man. Every time it's posted. That's why I don't try to post it in videos that I'm gonna monetize because they claim it.
That's a real problem on YouTube, is that people be like, they put out royalty-free music and then someone go in and claim it all as theirs, and then everyone who put up that stuff is now getting slapped with warnings, strikes. That's part of the reason why I lost my account. So it's like, I really don't like that kind of stuff. That stuff's really upsetting to me, especially because you guys make the music. It's your music. So now you got this third party coming in and handing out strikes automatically.
I didn't get a strike for it. It just saying it belongs to T-Doc Recordings, right? But we're not getting paid for that, and we don't even give them the rights to try to claim it for us. That's the thing, because it was supposed to be taken down over a year now.
So is it TuneCore that's doing that?
I believe it is.
Yeah. Give them. I'm sure if you we should. I'd even pay to have get them served a notice. The cease and desist that. Like this is the because that's a massive inconvenience. That's a hit song, right? So, and that's also like cutting into your top line revenue because of that. Now you can't monetize the video anytime you play that song. So the song is not good. It's like it's counterproductive. Their whole company's conduct, or in this case, lack thereof.
Yeah. Something there. I don't know, man. We get stuff going on in this world, man. Eve, she don't need him, man. She's out of her mind, man.
Self-love. Gotta love yourself. Love yourself. You need to be able. Nobody else will. Anyone else. Self-love's important. Can't love others if you don't love you.
Hurt and pain in my life, I endure the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endure the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endure the course. Hurt and pain, hurt and pain. Hurt and pain in my life, I endure the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endure the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endure the course. Hurt and pain, hurt and pain. Haters always put me down, said I wouldn't survive. Mom said I wasn't shit. Now mom's surprised, made it through pain and struggles, homelessness and stress. Teacher said I wouldn't make it, haha, fuck that. Sounds a dot to success. Haters look at me now, thoughts are lust in my wealth. This is motivation if you didn't make it yet. Hold on to your dreams, don't give up on that. Couldn't see the light, walking through darkness. Grim Reaper swinging sickles at my neck. Now they're all up on me, said I cheated death. They gave up on me, now they're all up on mine. I came up on them, left haters a stein. They broke my pockets, couldn't break my mind. Warrior mentality, heart of 99. I overthrew their plans like Frankenstein. Betrayed, abandoned, neglected and cursed. I stayed prayed up, putting in that work. I would say their names, but your hate is not worthy. Poison in our waters, but angels nurse me. I endured it all. It's called self-love. Self-love. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain, hurt and pain. Hurt and pain. endured the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain, hurt and pain. They love you when you're winning, hate when you're not blessed. When you're broken, fucked up, sluts give no sex. Stay focused on your purpose, don't give up on that. Now when my name is mentioned, same holes are getting wet. Was fun to happiness, had poverty or drugs. His crack had sis, tricking for a dog. I had to be different or be part of the trend. That build a new prison warehousing black men. Police see me, they stop and they frisk. Guess we're fucked from the start. The hood is a bitch. Guess I get away quick from this white racist shit. Got a college degree, chose my woman over me. Gave her a position, so the pussy is free. She obey her boss, fuck the B.I.T. C.H. is for head niggas in charge. How did you make it, Taza Doc? I had self-love. When they gave up on me, Taza Doc went hard. Look at me now, I'm the fucking boss. Self-love. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain, hurt and pain. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain in my life, I endured the course. Hurt and pain, hurt and pain.
You're too poor to have an opinion, so you're too poor to think. Where they try very hard to distract us with garbage. Rihanna. I have nothing against Rihanna. I don't know her. But when I see a concert and I see hundreds of thousands of peons standing amongst peons. What are they? Peons is people who go to these concerts. Right. Peon means peasant. Standing and because
this is an education in language.
No, but they are peasants because they're acting in a peasant way. They're acting like peasants. Hundreds of thousands of people in a crowd looking up at somebody like they're God.
Nice take quote. That's pretty cool. I remember when he said that. It's funny. I didn't recognize it at first, but then I remembered it. That was a great song, huh?
Who made the Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim beat? Was that Juice?
And Key-Man.
God's peace to the earth, peace to the sun, moon, and star, man, woman, and child. Acknowledge this, God. 16:5, 1-5. That's peace in the supreme mathematics. Acknowledge this, God. Acknowledge my wisdom.
16:5, 1-5. Supreme mathematics to spell peace, God. But in times of peace, I'm preparing for war with a Mashiach 144. The end is near, better sin no more. You better not sin no more, no more. You better not sin no more. 16:5, 1-5. Supreme mathematics to spell peace, God. But in times of peace, I'm preparing for war with a Mashiach 144. The end is near, better sin no more. You better not sin no more, no more. You better not sin no more. No more. Deaf to lady boys eating too much soy. Social media hoes would get the sword of the Lord. You don't need a man cause you're too masculine. Independent women are only fans of Satan's plan. He got these tricks in the palm of his hands. Prostitution, modern women's solution. Uncivilized wives, organized confusion. A man created everything you're using. 10% has got 85 is misusing. Through the knowledge, through my wisdom, man is before her. Now these hoes sweat the ass on the floor. Uncivilized, frozen 32 below. Rollers or atomics, it's the same time, girl. Mitchell's got a trap in a material world. Reduced to savage, she's lost her mind. Equality borns, this Eve 69. Can't hit her with the bat, cause she licked that cat. Needs me and a coffee, I'm the queen of the planet. Original man, being tricked by bandits from the devil's family. Contaminate a planet that we call Earth. Do her give birth, reverse the order. Said ladies first, got your praying to Caesar, kneeling to white Jesus. I'm God, I convert sinners to believers. Pick up your Bibles and follow me, bro. 16:5, 1-3-5.
Supreme mathematics that spell peace, God. But in times of peace, I'm preparing for war with a Mashiach 144. The end is near, better sin no more. You better not sin no more, no more. You better not sin no more. 16:5, 135. Supreme mathematics that spell peace, God. But in times of peace, I'm preparing for war with a Mashiach 144. The end is near, better sin no more. You better not sin no more, no more. You better not sin no more. Taj is God, God is Taj to the death. These gas masses, God's a dot resurrect. Bring them back to life, teach them knowledge of self. Build a camp in Shemayim, study folks on earth. Women buried alive, God men eating dirt. Muff dive in the throat under her skirt. Thoughts birth, minds away, ears hear my verse. Words, genocides and kill ourselves first. Call yourselves kings and queens. In truth, you're a lost, wearing crowns made of thorns. Death is your cross. Now it's Philippians 4:13. You could do anything, but forgot how to dream. You're on the wrong team. The nightmare, your dreams, population increase. Every time I cream, hear her scream. I'll enjoy when I'm busting north. We read Torah, my third leg's soft. I'm immortal, blessed daughter before the final war. 16:5, 135. 16:5, 135. Supreme mathematics that spell peace, God. But in times of peace, I'm preparing for war with a Mashiach 144. The end is near, better sin no more. You better not sin no more, no more. You better not sin no more. 16:5. Better not sin no more, Kerfoot. No more, no more. Better not sin no more.
It sounds like is it like a parody of like Bad Boys?
Oh no, I wasn't even thinking that, man.
That's what I was thinking when I heard it. I was thinking like, no better not sin, no more, no more. I was thinking like the show Cops. Like it was like an anti-cop. It was like almost like the opposite of the Cops theme.
I'm talking to you worldly Negroes. Talking to you worldly Negroes. It's on that Voce Vivo.
And be not conformed to this world, but be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. Remix. Worldly Negroes. They have the wall. When the spirit now, I can.
I'm talking to you worldly Negro. This is a warning for say people. Steady dealing poison to your people. When it comes to your brother, murder she wrote. Talking to you worldly Negro. This is a warning for say people. Steady dealing poison to your people. When it comes to your brother, murder she wrote.
I'm talking to those worldly Negroes. Can't tell them nothing. Too big of an ego. Idle as rappers. Getting caught behind Rico. More to life than 10 commandments. How many you know? More to life than bust downs and dime hoes. More to life than Louis belts and Gucci clothes.
You said more to life than what? Than what? And dime hoes?
More to life than Gucci belts and dime hoes.
Then what?
What do you mean? Dime hoes? That's what I said to that.
No, you said something before that. More than life than something and dime hoes. You know what he said, Qatar?
Gucci
Bust
belts.
down. Bust down.
Oh, bust down before that one, yeah.
Well, but he don't even know his own lyrics, huh? What about the bust downs? All right.
Not watching this car.
Come.
Man, your thoughts. That's a 10-block city zone. Beefing over property you don't even own. Ready to shoot at ops while it's ruthless cops get away with murder. Eye for eye for Jake, but police brutality, you don't hear no burners. I'm my brother's keeper, speaking to another man's wife. Are you a cheater? Brother transgress against you. Speak up man to man. Man of Yahweh, that's how you stand.
I'm talking to you worldly Negro. This is a warning for say people.
That frog in that video was rubbing his hand down his arm. The ugly frog with the glasses.
They dealing poison to your people. When it comes to your brother, murder she wrote. Talking to you worldly Negro. This is a warning, both say vivo. Steady dealing poison to your people.
The worldly Negro's hitting up. That's hitting up.
When it comes to your brother, murder she wrote.
True disciples of Christ, just birth hip-hop a future. Worldly Negro spit gibberish, dilute your mind with pollution, should be a crime. Each time a worldly Negro rhyme, in the Boreal, mommies be like,
Kahan tells the dog he's so cute though. We love you, Poppy, the quiero mucho.
the man's wanna shoot, so I let him know, I'm not sweating your red, this is righteous rebuke, bro.
Tells the dog, what set you claiming?
T-Doc is neutral, Yahuwah's unit, and we're slinging salvation. When the spirit knowledge, they look at us like spacemen. We speak truth to nations, haters keep on hating. Hip-hop heads are waiting for our next album to fly, like it's the second coming of Yahweh Shah. Worldly Negroes bust guns, believers look to the sky. Evil E's advertising pussy, less than in hissing. Want a high-value man, but can't get this one. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, for all your upliftment. Worldly Negroes got paralysis, if you're not feeling this, son.
I'm talking to you worldly Negro. This is a warning, both say vivo. Steady dealing poison to your people. When it comes to your brother, murder she wrote. Talking to you worldly Negro. This is a warning, both say vivo. Steady dealing poison to your people. When it comes to your brother, murder she wrote.
Worldly Negroes sling them things. Bad birds fly south for the winter and get banged. Sexually exposed on social media, man. A man gets bagged. The same chick he had is getting stabbed by another wealthy deadbeat dad. Homo thugs let their pants hang below their ass in gangs. Get locked up. His BM gets knocked up. Kane, that's the game. Better accept this truth. Stop chasing worldly fame. You can sell your soul, but you can't buy your way in that heaven. Better repent before Amos 8 and 11. Forgive your brother 70 times 7. It's puzzling G how you abhor me. Stand on squares and talk astrology. Why can't more see no stars astronomical as me?
I'm talking to you world.
Well, that's that Voce Vivo for real, huh? That's that Voce Vivo right there, boy. Spitting on that one, huh? They'll catch the lyrics later, man. God, why can't Moors see no star thus far as astronomical as me? Worldly Negroes. There's few Negroes in the world, man, that don't want to follow this truth, man. We singing to all of you, man. Some of y'all on the call right now, you worldly Negroes, man. Keep spreading on that Voce Viva. It smell like Voce Viva. He must be of the world. God. Worldly Negroes, man.
Hard times, debt collectors, student loans.
Trying to write things that people could really feel, man.
Hard times. Fill this fire head. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Never on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Barakatah Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive me crazy. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Never on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Barakatah Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive.
Worldly Negroes that don't know what that guy Tazadak is saying in that. When he say Barakatah Yahuwah seen an angel down to save me, he's saying, thank you, Most High, sent an angel down to save me. Barakatah, thank you, Yahuwah, sent an angel down to save me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let him drive me crazy.
Me crazy. Debt collectors calling my cell phone. I know you want money, but I ain't got none. Got my woman bitchin' in my stressed out home. She must be cheating, she don't wanna get boned. She just touched down LAX's end zone. Sent me a text, nigga, we're done. Now the family court is garnishing my wages. Plus my new girl just say she's pregnant.
Boy, she just flew to LAX, sent me a text and say, nigga, we're done. Then the family court sort of garnishing my wages. Plus my new girl say she's having my baby. Come.
First verse you said.
Hard times will drive you crazy. Come.
Debt collectors calling my cell phone. Want money, but I ain't got none.
Come.
Damn.
Stressed out, up. Negro up.
Yeah, play that one back. I like the song. This song, bro.
Please pull me over. Hard times, debt collectors, student loans, foreclosures, auto repos, hard times. Fill this fat head. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Devil on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Baraka Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive me crazy. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Devil on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Baraka Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive me crazy. Debt collectors calling my cell phone. I know you want money, but I ain't got none. Got my woman bitchin' in my stressed out home. She must be cheating, she don't wanna get boned. She just touched down LAX's end zone. Sent me a text, nigga, we're done. Now the family court is garnishing my wages. Plus my new girl just say she's pregnant. Police pulled me over, almost sprayed me. Mistaken identity, the shit is crazy. When the cops see me, they see an enemy. My skin is my sin, ain't no gin in me. A sobriety test for beer, a Hennessy. No Powerball course, this shit's offending. G really pulled me over. Jealous of my wealth, AMG Mercedes. Where the drugs at? Told the bitch to get a vibrate and fuck himself. Pray to don't Sandra Bland me in this cell. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Devil on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Baraka Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive me crazy. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Devil on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Baraka Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive me crazy. Heart starts racing, blood pressure starts rising when the cops pull behind me. Legitimate mimic over 300 grand. He says you're online, please. Still taxing my whip. We built this shit. White people are crazy. Fuck the IRS. You and I are a mess. May have PTSD. Redemption pros up, help me free myself. Financial wounds on the system like a cripple on a crutch. We was a Uncle Tom while you snitch. Uncle Han said I was driving Miss Daisy. From a hotel room where you're going to my girl. Didn't call Tyrone, liquor's got me calling all. Hard times getting worse, my cousin got murdered. Damn, this shit hurts. Like Terry Whitaker, I dare to be great. I feel like giving up, but it's not thinking straight. This matrix is a me, judge sent me to a shrink. Got a brother locked up, I can't think straight. Contempt for 30 days, the whole thing's a game. Most of y'all getting played like an Xbox of voluntary slaves. Don't put that in the bank, cause Yahuwah saves. Hard times. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Devil on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Baraka Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive me crazy. Hard times are trying to slay me. Temptation is waving. Devil on Hamashiach, heaven and hell is waiting. Baraka Yahuwah, send an angel down to see me. Hard times will drive you crazy. Can't let them drive me crazy.
something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Hard times, debt collectors, student loans, foreclosures, auto repos.
Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty.
Pray this song when you're feeling sorrow. The devil will test your faith in your hour. Prepare for despair, brighter days will follow. Endure the rain somewhere. Shine tomorrow, stay prayed up. Send a messenger down, stay prayed up. Prayer so profound, stay prayed up. Yeah, stay prayed up. Pray the song any hour when you're feeling sorrow. When the devil's testing your faith in your power. Pussy break men mentally. She's gone and wasn't meant to be. Stop simping G. Women the worst enemy. Social media stripping she is shaking her ass. These wicked women want to be the next modern harlots. They used to go viral. Another broken family. Kids with father. All wickedness is little. To women we all know. Try their spirit. Just might be a hoe. If my breath stops flowing today, I'm on my way. Yahuwah sent for me, leaving expeditiously. Someone read my books trying to mimic me. Deb's A guaranteed. Got you in debt with your PhD. Gave up on me. I came a long way. Said I would fail, but I made it anyway. This song's for those about to give up on the dreams. Turn nightmares into wonderful things. Haters will denounce, but I'm speaking life. You must decide what your story's about. Critics wrote me off, I sent no end in sight. Now I'm showing them what it means to win in life. Like a casket in the ground, they put me down. Reincarnated haters, look at me now. Pray this song when you're feeling sorrow. The devil will test your faith in your hour. Prepare for despair, brighter days will follow. Endure the rain somewhere. Shine tomorrow, stay prayed up. Send a messenger down, stay prayed up. Prayer so profound, stay prayed up. Yeah, stay prayed up. Reminisce about early times of war hand-me-downs. We had no arms, me and my brother in the kitchen, in the cold house bitching. I think dad and mom's for enduring racism and making a decision for having us children. Dead is dead and gone, now your son is building up a legacy. My father said to me, son, create a dream to focus on. Mother's word came true. The same fast hoes that passed me back then wanna strike up a pose. I tell them hell no, I'm into plain jeans. Traditional women, you're not in my lane. Gotta hide, mama's pussy had too many things, like an accident. The girl is getting bangers in atrocity. She's on ecstasy. You need a lobotomy, give too much brain, so you don't need a man heart filled with pain. Repent and seek your husha, or your ass is damn. Your ass is damn. Pray this song when you're feeling. The water to my key melody. Pray this song when you're.
Quick video. Shout out to all the fathers that do their best to be fathers.
I think
even though they have mothers of their sons or daughters that work against them and do everything in their power to hurt them and don't allow them to see their sons or daughters.
As is the mother, so is her daughter. As men, we must keep our emotions in order. As is the mother, so is her child. I can't be shocked if she start running wild. As is the mother, so is her daughter. As men, we must keep our emotions in order. As is the mother, so is a child. I can't be shocked if she start running wild.
As a mother is the daughter, Monique, Savannah, that child support order. Incarceration here in sudden death of my brother. Bias courts, father's rights is a motherfucker. Got Barack Shah giving up on living. We never saw it coming. Arc left us devastated. My G, thought you could never be fated. Life's a death sentence, but Yahusha could save us. Never gamble with death. It's nothing to play with. First Marty Marr took one to the dome, slit your wrist, shot yourself. Nebarak is gone. Should've given me a call. There's nothing at all worth taking your life for. Women, men fall from grace. I hate you, put that guy to your face. Soul left your body for another place. Heaven and hell, I used to live in a cell before I take my own life. I'm a soldier for real. When it's war, I choose to kill instead of being killed. If the mother is wicked, then the daughter is ill. Because of feminism, brother's blood got spilled. As the mother
As
is the daughter,
mother, so is a daughter. As men, we must keep our emotions in order. As is the mother, so is a child. I can't be shocked if she start running wild. As is the mother, so is a daughter. As men, we must keep our emotions in order. As is the mother, so is a child. I can't be shocked if she start running wild.
Monique, Savannah, we don't want you in Atlanta. Put stress on Stefan. Cause our brother damage. You have fought and scandalous more than he can handle. Incarceration hearing. Tore the man up. Why do mothers pull children's and fathers apart? T-Doc, stand up in Yahusha's name. Teach emotional guys to be a man. True man of Yahusha doesn't blow out his brain. Was it pain or stress man Monique is living with, or the state of New York sending to the casket? Condolence for your loss, family torn apart. Bitch move. Went out like a mark, tells a doc still a leader. Not calling on Jesus, but Hashem. Yahusha, give me something to believe him, or Akim keeps dying. Khan, all my homies are leaving. Tells a doc must push forward and keep on breathing. Shalom Barak Shah, pray you make it to the kingdom before you take your own life. I suggest you take time, take your problem to Yahusha, take heed to the signs. Say I took my own life, you lost your goddamn mind. Don't nobody shed tears when it's my time to go. I'm a soldier of Yahuwah, die like a hero. The moral of the song, I continue to warn you, all wickedness is little to a woman, little to a woman. Yeah, man, you dudes out here, man, you really gotta get control of yourself and man up, man. Job 38 verse 3, man. Cause that's a sucker move, man. If you thinking about taking your own life, yo, that's a whole ass move right there, man. You leaving your children and everybody behind, man. I resent ever meeting you. Khan tells a doc, so you know who said it. Hashtag MAF, hashtag WAF. Men against feminism, women against feminism. Kadan tells a doc, we're gone. Shalom.
Shout out to you fathers, man. Keep it going. Don't stop the fight. Our good brother Kahan, Tazadak, deprogram enlightener. Right, the foul-mouthed Kahan. On Rumble, the podcast, The Truth Hurts. YouTube is the deprogram enlightener on Rumble. Search for Kahan Tazadak, KahanTazadaq. Right, for all you fathers that need help to be able to continue to father your sons or daughters, because the system is very corrupt, and they'll do everything to deny you the right to be a father in order for their pecuniary gain.
Unbelievable, man. That man was talking all that. I'm thinking that this man is strong. And this man is, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like this dude I went to visit, man, like, oh, man. What's up with these dudes, man? Why they keep coming around me, man? This is why I say I got to be careful who I put myself in the vicinity of. Huh? Just never know, man. Never know what's in a man's mind. Thinking this man is strong. This man done offed himself, man. Me and Kadar just got off the phone with this man. The dog called me the next day. Said, "Man, this man done thought he was playing games. I didn't even believe it until I heard the dude's nephew on the phone crying, man. You serious, man?
I just knew something wasn't right. Last time we talked to him, he supposed to been headed to the bank.
That shit crazy. When I think about it, it's surreal. You know what I mean?
Come.
That this man did this, man. You talking all this stuff. But now it all makes sense, man, because I saw a little instance where, when he was around me, man, like, I'm like, yo, you weirding out. I'm like, dude, you good? I remember that day me and Jair, it was the last time I saw him face to face. We had that last High Holy Day up. And him and Jair was the last two to leave. So, you know what I mean? I was driving them around, they was following me. Then we parted ways. I went to Best Buy to get this phone in my head. This S23. And he's like, yo, man, you spending $1,100 for a phone? You crazy. Then I see how he was looking. Then there was some chick that was selling me the phone. He kept trying to flirt with her. And he said, yeah, she like you, though. I could tell. She don't like. I said, yo, man, you all right? Because he went to this long periods of just silence. I said, yo, what's up with you? He said, no, I'm just thinking. I'm just observing, But really, he was being affected. It's like he was just spaz out, man. Out of nowhere, man, just closed off. So I was like, yo, you all right, man? Today you've been like really, your spirit's been down. Because he said, no, I'm good, man. I'm just thinking. I'm just watching. I'm learning. I'm going to see how you're moving. So, all right. You know what I mean? And, a little while, man, he get back to NY. That Thursday, the daughter don't, you know what I mean? I want to go with the stepdad. That did it. That was a store that broke the camel's back right there.
That was it.
When that daughter said that, then she had the audacity to wanted to talk to me and Kadar after that. I told Kadar not telling him I don't want to talk to her, get clearance from her mom. I already knew her mom was going to say no. I'm not giving them no room to put nothing. No, y'all should be you talking, but nothing's coming out. See a mic moving over there, but nothing's coming out. Yeah, man, I wasn't going to give them no opportunity to try and put nothing and say we coercing anybody.
Facts.
Now, I'm good, You had these dumb people tells us, what's going on? Everybody, man, don't forget, man, you're not making me wear that. I'm not wearing that. What you mean what's wrong with me? I'm not wearing that.
Talk to him.
Come on. I'm not about to wear that, man. That man made his own decisions, man. He's a grown man.
That man Ben contemplated that up.
Yep. The nephew came clean with it. He said, yo, no, Unc's been suicidal ever since he was a young kid. But you know what got him out? He was always talking about when he was in boot camp, they put him on medication, and he hasn't been right since, man. He said, well, he can't control his anger. Say, yo, my man, you keep telling yourself that you won't be able to.
Right.
But that day, I was a little stern with him, because I was like, yo, I told you this 3 times already. That might have broke him down, That might have broke him down. But that don't mean you going off yourself, man.
Yeah, that's...
And when he's sending you, he knew not to send no text to me like that, I would have checked him on that. When he sent a text to one of y'all, I'm just not strong like you. And he sent a chorus to Kadar, if I'm not around, put this in a... Nah, man.
But see, look, he was still, that's when he was with y'all. That same day.
Yeah, so he was contemplating that then, right then. Right then, like I'm saying. That's when he was riding around with me and Jair. This man contemplating his own death.
Wow.
Straight crazy, man. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that phone call.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of have you in shock. Like, what? trying to think about. I'm like, I'm giving this too much energy, man. What is this man? What was this man thinking, man? What was he thinking when he got off the phone, man? You know, I may never know, man, but word to my dead father, man. I think that man went and hit some hard drug, man. You couldn't have been in your right mind and did that, huh?
Had to be.
So
I don't know about drugs, but he did have some symptoms of some some mental stuff going on, man. So he would say some wild stuff after the calls almost consistently. Like he'd always say some stuff that was kind of like, wait, really? And looking back at it, it's like, you know, he he grew up in Babylon, man. Like, you can't grow up in the whore of Babylon and not be kind of messed up from it. Like, we're all kind of war torn from it. Like, the system is corrupt, man, and like we don't know exactly what happened to him in his lifetime, man. Who knows? And besides, like, if Eve break you and then you have to start a cleaning business to stay afloat, man, that does something to your ego. Like, that was the thing, man. Like he really took it on the chin from Eve, man.
What it was, he was still in love with Eve.
Yeah, that's
what it really was. He was still in love with her.
I know what you mean, but thankfully I never did that because thankfully the Most High gave me a discerning spirit to be able to privately investigate. And am I gonna kill myself over a girl that's doing porn behind my back? Like, no. Am I gonna kill myself over a girl that's sleeping with someone else behind my back? No. But before I knew that stuff, I felt torn inside, like he must have. But he had a he had a son and a daughter or whatever with so that definitely amplifies it. I could definitely see a lot of things going on with Stefan, man. Barack Shaw was I still don't feel like he's gone. Like, I never saw the body. Like, I don't know, man. Same with Ricky, not Ricky, but Marty Marr, man. Like, I don't like, unless I like saw the autopsy or something. Like, I don't know what's going on with, like, no one in T-Dog, man, like, should be feeling like that. Like, especially Marty and like Barack Shaw. Like, I would never would have known from either of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like, now that it's done, it's behind us. It's like I could look at anyone in T-Dog and be like, are they suicidal? I don't know. But I don't think so. I don't think anyone in T-Dog should kill themselves or would kill themselves. And I still don't believe it. So, whatever outside, whatever put High Shaitan, that spirit of High Shaitan on those two brothers to do that kind of stuff, like, I hope the Most High, like, spares them judgment, because, like, I don't feel like they were really kind of worthy of killing themselves, like, either of them. Like, they all had 4, 2 arms, 2 legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's legitimate reasons that people kill themselves. Like the story I always think of is like the guy that gets his arm caught in the he's hiking and gets his arm caught in the cliff, and he has to cut his own arm off to keep going. Like, there's always a way to keep going. Like, there's never a reason to give up. You know what I'm saying? So never give up, never surrender. If you're listening to this message and you feel depressed, please reach out, and we implore you, please. There's a lot to live for, and especially in this right knowledge for real. Like, there's like where I was before this channel, before he programmed Enlightener and all this stuff. Like, where I was then and where I am now, it's like they're not even recognizable characters anymore. So, if you put in the work and you're out there and you're listening to this, I mean, who knows though, right? Like, I don't know. I pray Marty and Stefan's soul find rest.
Man killed himself trying to.
Remember, that man was still living in his mom's basement, huh? That man was living in his mom's basement. He didn't even have a place for his daughter to come to on his own. You see what I'm saying? So he was feeling like a failure, and he was always talking about that. I was like, yo, concentrate on where you're going from here. You might fall down, but that doesn't mean that you're done. But he will always concentrate on the negative. That's why sometimes when he would talk, I would just like diffuse the conversation, man, because it was always negativity. And I had to check him on it. I said, "Yo, my man, you always mad negative, man." He said, "Man, you ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna let you do that. They're trying to put me in the box with you are. No, you're not gonna do it. But I'm not gonna allow you to tell me what I can and won't do. That's on you, man. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not wearing that. You ain't put that burden on me, huh?" I said, "Oh, my bad, man. You're right. You're right." But he was never too optimistic, man. See, when you failing all the time, man, you become accustomed to it. If you allow that energy around you, it'll bring you down. But one thing that'll run up is to pay close attention to A1.
Oh.
That's why I was trying to check on that dude Romeo, but I can't say anything different, man. He pulled a straight home move, man. Straight home move.
Actually, I think Stefan was hitting the trees though, because I remember he was like really schizo and paranoid. Like he'd be saying how like things be following him and stuff, and like when I would push him to prove it, he would be like, "Well, there's videos on my channel. I go watch every video on his channel. There's no video of him talking about it. Nothing." I'm like, "Are you okay, Hawk?" Like, so like anyone out there, man, like that's another thing, is that like mental illness is exacerbated by narcotics and pharmaceutical drugs when they're abused. So please try to get your vessel like sober and straight and sober minded, because that's usually people be under the influence of alcohol and drugs when they take their own life, or in their lifetime they had abused them, and one of those spirals ends up coming all the way around. So I don't I pray everyone be sober minded, because that's how the devil really get a hold of you, and that's how they tempt you too, and that's how people from, like, if you was a drug addict and you were in the world and you're in this truth, and then that's how people in the world bring you back, be like, "Hey man, we're gonna meet up, me and the homies, just like we used to." That's how they get you, because they get you with the nostalgia of it. You miss the quote unquote the good old days, but you got to put some of that stuff behind you. Got to grow out of that stuff. Like how much drugs do I need before I'm enlightened? Like there's a point when it's a burden on you, and then it's not good for you to begin with. The Most High didn't put you on this planet to abuse methamphetamines and stuff like this, and so on and so forth. Bath salts, all this madness. This is madness, PCP, madness, totally madness. And people addicted to madness. And that's the thing, is that they're addicted to the drama. Just like you said, they speak it into existence, the drama. You don't need it in your life. It's you should be asking the Most High for, is this my peace? Because like, I'll be honest with you, like ever since Kahan put a lot of work into me, it's like I look at my Tinder profile, it's like I have like 9 broads that match with me. I'm like, is the Most High really giving me 9 broads? It's like, yeah. And I'm gonna filter through them and make sure that they're worthy too, because the problem is that everyone be going bottom shelf with their whole life. Everyone settle for bottom shelf stuff. Suicide's a bottom shelf decision, by the way. It's not a like, to take your own life. That's like there can't be any more options if you're gonna kill yourself, Ak. Like you're in a situation where the water's filling up and you can't get out of the submarine. Like, I don't know, like maybe you don't want to drown. Like, I could see suicide maybe being possible, but like, again, I would never do it anyway. Why would you want to go out like that? Because if you got a son or a daughter, like, don't you want to have them think that, like, you fought to the end, to the very end, and you never gave up? That's what I think. And I think people should think like that. And it's good to think like that, because that's when the Most High is going to actually save you. And I remember that when I was flying off the cliff with that Jeep going, I remember I just relaxed, because I knew I prayed to Yahweh, save me. I closed my eyes and I just relaxed. Like, I was just calm. I was ready to die. I was ready to die. I was ready. Like, I was ready to be dead or mangled or like basically bleed out, whatever it was, whatever that horrible death that was awaiting for me. I was like, it doesn't matter, because once I'm dead, there's hope, right? There's hope. And that's when I landed like upside down in that Jeep unscathed. So, I can't, like, I still couldn't justify suicide if I couldn't get out of that situation. Why like what would people say about me? It's like, oh, then he killed himself because he's a pussy. It's like it's not a good way to go out, Ak. And it's like I have a friend from high school. His name was Andre Gorban, and he hung himself. And he was like alive for a week after he hung himself. And you know, self-harm is not a good thing, guys. Like, you know, you have family, you have a rich support network that is T-Dog. We like if you feel depressed, like if you actually do feel depressed, like call me 24/7. You know, like I'll put my phone number out there, 604-928-6761. You call me. You call 4 a.m. in Albuquerque. You call me. Don't kill yourself. Damn. I'll take random calls, and I would rather people be alive, man. Like I don't want to hear about because you know, Marty and Stefan, man, like they were really chill people. Like I never had an issue with them ever. Like either of them ever. You know, maybe Brock started to like me at some point, but I think we became good friends. And I remember talking to him. I even have a phone call recorded of him on my phone. So like I don't know, man. Like it sucks to say like I miss these people, but it's like damn, like they shouldn't have done that, man. They had a lot to live for too, because when you're down and out like that you are a living testimony to where you were and where you climbed out of. And if you give up at the bottom, I mean, like where's the hero's journey? Like every fairy tale, even the ones that aren't good for you, are a hero's journey. You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work. You gotta, especially when you can't. When you can't do it, like when you're flying off the cliff, that's when you pray. Like the prayer is the work. And if you know, the Most High is listening. The Most High is out there and in there. It's like inner and outer. It's everywhere. It's everything. It's all encompassing. You never give up. You never give up because someone out there needs you out there, and you haven't run into them yet. And if you just give up now, it's like there's always one more. There's always one more. You know, damn! Look at all these Edomites, man, smoking weed because it's Shabbat on the Friday. Look at this. Dang. So people just don't, you know, I don't know, man. It's like people take it for granted what they have, man, and it's like they abuse themselves, man. You wouldn't kill yourself if you didn't abuse yourself to begin with. Forgive me for going on with this rant. I don't know where this came from. It's just you know, like I remember when my dad died in a fire, like that was a dude that would never kill himself. And the fact that he died in a fire, it was like that means he was to the end. He worked to the end, man. Like I don't know what to say. It's hard to put into words. Like people need to like my dad, Garth Donald Carefoot, I will never live it up, the fact that like here's a dude that like sacrificed everything to provide for us to the end. He worked to the end. You know, he worked in a mine, in a literal mine that he managed and ran. He had no employees one day, worked, died, like forever my hero. Like there's a guy that like never gave up, right? So can I please pass that on to whoever's listening out there? Like, you know, I hope you can please reach out. Like if you feel a certain way about, if you feel like killing yourself, please contact someone. Please talk to someone. You know, I don't know what's putting. I know it's. I know what I think. I know one. There's many reasons why. It's just, you know, is it just like I don't think so, man. Like please. So anyway, I pray anyone listening to this message, please, you know, check in with people. You know, you just because there's people out there in the catacombs of your mind that you've forgotten about that, you know, might be down. And so reach out, try to bring those people into the truth, because there are people in your Rolodex that you haven't talked to in years. You know, check in on these people. That's it. I don't know. I just, it's crazy. It's like, think about it. Since the last time we all made music, you know, the world has changed so much. Like there's you got artificial intelligence. Like the whole soundscape has changed now, and it's like there's just so many resources out there. I think it would have been cool to have someone like Marty and Barack Star around still, man. So it's like you just gotta keep on pushing. Like there's most high will, and you get to see tomorrow, and then you won't feel that way that you ever put that spirit on you to like tie a rope or whatever, man. It's not good because that's just not a good way to bookmark a book either. Like no one wants to read a book that ends like that. So you got to look at it from the perspective that the Most High has a purpose for you that's even beyond the purpose that you've fulfilled so far. And even if you feel empty, you gotta like find that will within to pick yourself up from those bootstraps. Like when no one else is there to save you, the Most High is definitely the one that's listening. Like when your prayer is that, like when you're down and out the most, and no one's around, and there's no one around you, that's when you're like that's when the Most High is the most privy to your most intimate thoughts. It's when we're out in the bustle of public and all this. It's like that's when your thoughts are lost. But when you're out, when you're really alone in the universe and no one's there around you physically, your prayers are being answered. So anyway, I don't know. Just please don't be upset up there, people. It's not. There's never a good reason to kill yourself. Never, never, at all. Bottom line. So with that, I say shalom, Shabbat shalom. Peace be with you. Take care of yourselves. Love one another, and most high willing, I get to see the sunrise.
Anyone else got anything, man? Boy, Justice say he was in the background. Well, careful. I guess everyone to sleep. It's just you and I. So I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom, man.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Everybody be safe. People that's planning on coming to the High Holy Day, we need to know, man. One at a time. It's going to be on the 15th. Exactly 2 weeks. Shalom.